The haunting hour is at hand. Ghostly haunting since time began. Raw side paranormal seeks the truth, looking for some kind of real proof. Creepy floorboards and eerie dark mist. Grab your camera and document this. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the wrong side. A slamming door causes a fright. A shadowed hand appears in sight. Grab your REM pods and your K2s, or anything else you can use. No time to run, no time to hide. We are catching all of this on the raw side. The icy air touches your neck. You feel like screaming, but you stay in check. Orbs rising up to take the magical flight. You can't believe what's happening tonight. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side. Don't run, don't try to hide. We are catching this all on the raw side.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the Raw Side, Raw Chat. And I would like to say welcome to my new co-host, Miss Carla. Hi, Carla. Can you hear us, Miss Carla? Hopefully she can hear us. I don't know. Something's going on. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear you at all. I don't know how we lost sound. We had it a little while ago. Hi, Giselle. Welcome. We're going to check out the technical difficulties and see what happens here. All right. She's going to come out and come back in, guys. And we'll see what happens. I don't know what happened there. How is everybody tonight? Yes, Miss Carla is going to hang out with us tonight. My other co-host couldn't do the show with me anymore. So I figured I'd change it up and have maybe somebody different every time I go on, which would make it a little more fun and maybe a little more interesting. How you doing, Giselle? I'm so glad you could join us. We're going to see what happens. And I think she was having can you guys hear me? Because that's what I was saying. I was just chatting with her and everything was fine. So maybe she hit a button or something. Technology, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. There she is. Hey, we can hear her.
That's weird. I don't know what happened. You were fine, and then as soon as you got off, and I couldn't hear anything. It was strange. Oh, well.
That's technology.
I have the worst time with it.
Yeah. So do I. I eventually figure it out, but yeah.
Me, like, I had my computer all set up, and then I had a thunderstorm, and my Wi-Fi wasn't working, and nothing was loading, so I decided to just get on my phone, because I was like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. So I had my phone in, and then my phone was dying. I had to get it plugged in. When I went to move my phone, it fell over, and then somewhere along the way at the end, like, I lost connection or something, so I was like,
something.
Of course.
That's how it works for me as well. Okay. I'm glad you took the time to Giselle to hang out with us for as long as you can. Yeah, we had thunderstorms here too. And I'm thinking, oh, great. Why? And then the lights
Yeah,
are flickering. I'm thinking, no, we can't lose power.
I know. Yeah, my Wi-Fi was crap. I was like, I'm not fighting with this. Trying to talk to Jimmy, it was getting weird. Yeah, it just nothing was loading on my StreamYard and stuff. So I was like, this is stupid. But yeah, sometimes.
Thing of crazy is how dependent we've become on
Hmm.
the internet and all
Yeah.
of this stuff. I mean, long ago it was a thunderstorm. You used to just get the popcorn ready and go sit down on the porch.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You didn't want to.
Nowadays, the internet goes out and you're like, oh my God, what are we going to
Yeah.
do now?
Well, when I was younger, our house was hit by lightning. That was crazy. Like we had a huge storm, and my dad had one of those big antennas for TV reception on the roof, and the lightning hit it, and it went down through there, destroyed the TV, my Sega, which I was really upset about. My Nintendo was blown, and it sounded like there was firecrackers through the wall, and it blew the phone off of my dad's old stereo, like those 80s tall stereos and everything,
Right.
blew that up, it burned the carpet. We decided to run next door to my grandma's house because we didn't know if our place was going to catch on fire. Wait for the fire department. Then I had to save my allowance to buy another Sega console because I was so upset. It flew my Sega system up. It was crazy,
Yes.
girl.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, well, see, that's too bad your dad didn't have the antenna grounded, so that you would have heard
right.
that. Because we had, like, my father's an electrician, so he already knew. Because we had huge antennas. Because my father used to be on the CB radio. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had these huge antennas, like, out in the yard, so everything was grounded, so that we didn't have those problems.
Oh.
Because back then we didn't have surge protectors. We have surge protectors on everything now.
Yeah, right.
Which is great. Because before here, excuse me, I live in, they call it a village, and the wiring and everything here was just terrible. And so every time there was a thunder and lightning storm or wind, we had no power. It would just blow right out.
Yeah.
So, and just recently, I don't know if everybody's paid attention to me bitching over this past summer, they tore everything up and did everything by state mandate. So now we have all new telephone poles, all new wiring, everything, the whole nine. So
yeah, that's
I'll be really surprised if the electrical goes out. Mom always had us unplug the TV first sign of the story. Yeah, a lot of people did. Yep.
The hard part with your power going out is your water doesn't run. And your heat, if it's in the winter, it's really bad. So
it's that's the thing, because it's all run by electricity. Right. Unless you're lucky enough to be in a well, then you're good to go. Yeah. I remember, unplug the television. Don't talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Can't do the dishes.
Don't take a bath.
Right. Not for nothing. This is terrible. My husband's grandmother was actually one time sitting on the toilet, and lightning hit by the house, and it blew her off the toilet.
Whoa, are you serious?
I was like, are you kidding me?
Okay.
She was fine. It just knocked her in the wall. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Huh.
Yeah. Don't take a bath. Yeah, everybody said that back then.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't think nothing of it.
How did you die? I was blown off the toilet by lightning.
Off the toilet.
Oh my God. Wow, I'm so glad.
All I can think of is it might have hit the water main, maybe out front of the house, and it just traveled through the pipe, and it blew her off. I was like, oh, that's one hell of a story. Not many people could say that while I was blown off the toilet by lightning.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard tragic stories with lightning, so it's scary stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Lightning's scary. Tornadoes scare me. Yeah.
We've been getting more of those lately. Normally, we never used to get those because we're in a valley. But lately, every time we have it's very humid and very hot. Yeah. And then we have a thunderstorm, the tornadoes are popping up. Little ones, but it's big enough to make some major damage.
Right, yeah. Oh,
so now that's something else apparently we have to start worrying about.
Yeah.
Aren't we lucky?
Then you don't get much warning on those things either,
No.
Much at all.
They're just, because they're just appearing from nowhere and hit. So you really don't have any time.
Oh, they're scary.
The last one it hit was 14 miles away from us in the city called Rome.
Okay.
And it just tore up one of the main streets, all the businesses. Oh, it was a mess.
Wow, that's
A
really
friend of ours live out that way. It damaged his house. He
Mhm.
just got a brand new travel trailer camper, and a tree fell on it.
Oh,
So
that's
thank goodness the
crap.
insurance covered all that. Yeah.
Oh, thank God, because that's horrible. Wow.
It's yeah, let's see, Giselle.
Wow.
I'm on the East Coast, so tornadoes are pretty rare. So if yeah, they are. They're very rare on our side of the woods here. So it's just like when we get them, we're like, what the hell is this?
We have a few here in Montana, but it's more like eastern Montana. But I've seen one here in the valley, but it never touched down. But it scared me when I was little. I was like, I had
Very
nightmares and stuff about because they're like, to me, they're like monsters. You know, you can't control these things, and they're scary.
exactly.
But
And
I
when we
saw
lived
it.
in Missouri a long time ago,
Yeah,
I was at a girlfriend's house and the sky just turned completely black. And
yeah.
my husband showed up. He said, "Come on, let's go." I go, "What the hell's the big deal?" He goes, "No, look at it out there." Because
Yeah.
I've never experienced that. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it is kind of neat." And this was daytime,
Oh,
total black. And apparently, yeah, and a tornado touched down further out from
oh,
where we were living. So I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh yay." So I feel really bad for people that got to deal with that because it is scary.
yeah,
You never know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to make it out on the other side.
yep,
And then if you do, afterwards, you got to start all over again because everything's gone.
yeah. My aunt, that she used to live in Tennessee, and she was through three of them, and she went in the bathroom. I guess the best thing to do is hang on to the pipes in the bathtub, the
Oh,
piping, because they run down in the ground. So
right.
if you can't get to a cellar or under the stairs in like a basement where it's in case there is one, but she's the next best place would be hanging onto pipes in a bathroom. And
So
she
yeah,
was
just
in one of them before. And I was
hold
like,
on for
that's
dear life.
great. Yeah.
Wow, that's just crazy, crazy
Because it
weather.
usually won't tear the pipes out of the ground because they're deep. Yeah. So
So yeah, deep enough you had to hold you in.
even
Well,
then, I don't know if you could hang on very well.
exactly.
Yeah.
You'd have to get like a leather belt or something and strap yourself down.
Yeah, that would be.
It would be the only thing that would hold you down.
Quick thinking. Yeah.
Just like in that movie Twister. But they
Mhm.
found those pipes.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, they attach themselves with the leather straps.
Hmm.
That's probably the truth and the only way that you're gonna, be able to survive that.
Yeah.
So, well, hopefully none of us have to go through any of that crap.
Hmm.
That's just that's too much.
Yeah.
Too much. What are your plans for this week, girl? You got any good plans going on?
Oh, well, just working pretty much this week. And then next week, I do have an investigation on Friday. So that'll be good. But this week, just nothing but work. So both jobs. That's good.
Can you give us a little sneaky peeky about what the investigation is?
Oh, this one is at the Dumas brothel, and it's in Butte, Montana. It's supposed to be really active, and I've never been there before, but I'm interested in seeing what we can find. And I haven't never been in a brothel before.
Me neither.
I'm gonna do some history on it before I go down, and yeah, and then the following week I have one at the Phillipsburg Theater, and I'm super excited about that one because I love the theater and stuff. And if it's got some, paranormal activity there, how neat would that be? Kind of reminds me of like
Nice.
Phantom of the Opera kind of stuff, but we'll
Oh, you
find
get some
out.
good stuff. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
if not, it's a great place to go explore and see these places because I've never been to them before.
Well, yeah, and the fun part is just seeing the pictures and
Yeah, just going in these old buildings, and so it'll be fun.
oh, excuse me, dry throat already.
Okay.
I went on an investigation the other day because I don't know if you noticed I posted a photograph of a deer in the cemetery.
Yeah, I did.
And it has that shadowy. Did you see the shadowy kind of like mist where the headstone was?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what the heck was that? Because where I was, there was no sunlight. It was a shaded part of the cemetery towards the back. And I'm thinking, what is this misty thing here showing up? So I went back the next day and I took a bunch of still photos and I did a video.
Okay.
And then I did some audio as well. And
of the same
the same area, everything. And I didn't see any mist on any of the photographs. Hi, PNC. Welcome. The audio, I did catch something on the audio.
Oh, really? Ooh.
So actually, I've got a few people checking it out for me as well to make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
Jimmy's one of them.
yes.
So
I was gonna say have Jimmy do it because he loves the audio stuff. He's
yeah,
really
I sent
good.
it to him. I said, let me use your ears.
Yeah, he caught one in my investigation, and I didn't even hear it. I was like right next to it. I didn't hear it with my ear. I didn't, but he
Right.
heard it in the audio recording. I was like, I didn't hear anything next to me. He's like, yep, there's definitely a voice there. I'm like, holy crap. I
Oh,
didn't
let's
know
see.
until
So cool. Yeah.
he had his like good audio going and was listening to it. And he's like, you got a voice here. I'm like, what? I didn't hear it with my bare ears. So I caught it on my recording.
Is that when you
So,
were down in the
and
mining?
then yeah, I was so excited.
Oh,
So I might have to definitely should share that one and give Jimmy some credit on that because that was
yeah.
amazing.
Nice. Hi, Claire. Welcome. Yeah, that's exciting because like
Yeah,
I got home and I
yeah,
hooked it up and I put the big headphones on and I'm
yeah.
listening and I could determine what was traffic and what was lawnmower because the adjacent cemetery figures the one time I'm there videotaping the guy's running the lawnmower next door,
Mm-hmm.
but you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
And I was the only one there. My husband was way off. He wasn't even anywhere near me. You could hear like a heavy breathing.
Okay.
And then in between that, like breathing, you heard my name very faint.
Oh yeah.
And I
Huh.
was asking for their name and they said my name. And I'm thinking, all
Oh.
right. And I listened to it like 10, 20 times. I'm thinking,
Mhm.
am I hearing this right? So yeah, I sent it to Jimmy
Yay.
and
Oh,
my cousin who's a big audio guy. And I says, you
okay.
guys just have to listen to this for me and to make sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Well, definitely post it and let us know if it's anything you want
yeah, because I want to be able to
definitely.
do the whole video and then put it out for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And the whole reason was because I wanted to figure out what that mist was in the
Right.
picture. I could
Mm-hmm.
see if it was sunlight, or something, but no, it wasn't cold out. It
Yeah.
was just,
Okay.
it was just there. So I'm thinking, okay, something's there. And then, like I said, now I get the EVP, and I'm thinking, all right, I
Yeah.
gotta make sure. I gotta make
Maybe
sure this is
something's
right.
hanging around there. Yeah. I bet
So we're
something's
gonna
hanging
have to
in that
see.
area. That's cool, Laura. I'm gonna go back and check it out after we get off just to take a peek at it. Yeah.
It's pretty neat. But like it's gonna take me a little while to do the video because I gotta figure out how to put that thing
Yeah.
together.
Well, maybe you had a visitor.
So
You go back, maybe you'll get some more. They might be,
maybe, and it
might
is
recognize you.
it's the older part of the cemetery.
Yeah.
So who knows? Who knows who it could be? But it's kind of dark sounding. So that was a little a little disturbing, but we'll see. Just yeah, you're
Oh.
right. Jimmy is good. That's why I sent it to him. I said, let me borrow your ears.
Hmm.
I said, because I want to make sure that what I'm hearing is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And so he said he was going to check it out. He was shopping. I told him to bring me
Oh.
back a surprise, but I don't know if he's going to or not.
Yeah.
I do that to everybody when they go out shopping.
Yeah. He's really good at both sides of the spectrum on investigating, like really skeptical, but then, he's really open to stuff too. So he's
Right. So
really good.
yeah, if he thinks
He's
it's
really good.
something, he's going to say so. That's why I sent it.
Yeah. And the audio part with him because, he's a musician too. So so good.
Normally, I'll do my own stuff and I'm like, I know what that is. I know what that noise is. So I always dismiss it.
Yeah.
But this time around, the way that it was like I was talking, hi, Ghost Quest. Oh, there he is. Hello. Hi, Jimmy. The way it sounded, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Because I always know to hold the recorder away from me and never breathe through my mouth.
Yeah.
So I always make sure that I keep that in check. But it was a heavy, like a dark breathing. And then, like I said, if you really listen, you hear my name. And I'm thinking, okay. We said his name 3 times. That's why he showed up.
Right. Like magic. Yeah, we
So
were
yeah,
talking about you, Jimmy. Your audio skills.
ears burning.
See? Audio.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see what what he thinks about it. Because like I said, normally I can say, okay, I can explain that noise or whatever.
Yeah.
Or that really isn't nothing, throw it out. But like I said, when I kept listening, And then I picked up my name, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, wait a minute, no, there's something there.
Yeah.
So I says,
That's
well,
exciting, Laura, because you weren't really expecting anything when you were out there.
no, I was expecting something on film, not on audio. And I just took the recorder out for the hell of it, and said, let's see, if I can't pick up anything on a picture or video, maybe I'll pick up sound.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I think I got the sound, but as far as I know, I got to go over the pictures again and the video again.
Yeah.
And of that same section to see if I'm getting still that same freaky kind of mist.
Mm-hmm.
I would have, said, okay, that's crap because it's sunlight or whatever, but it wasn't. I'm in the shade.
Yeah.
So what would make that funny kind of milky mist?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I've got to try to figure out. Let's see. We just got in from an investigation of an old church ruins. Lovely place. Don't know if we caught anything. Oh, that's exciting. Hopefully you did. Old churches and stuff like that are really great.
Yeah. Clara's super sweet. She's a nice lady.
Just, oh, thank you. That is exciting. I love to go to old places like that. It's just me getting out. That's the thing. And I'm always up towards the cemeteries, always. And if there's an old one, I'm there.
Yeah.
So it's
they're great. I love when you share when you go to them because
it's the history. If I get together what I want, I get together what I want, and I'm supposed to do a whole thing on this one cemetery because I've told you before about how they call it the outdoor museum.
Right.
So there's a lot of history, a lot of famous people buried there. And I want to do a whole entire thing on it. It's getting it all on there and editing. I'm trying to do the editing thing and figure it out.
Yeah, it takes quite some time to do all that. So
and I've been doing it in between rainstorms and heat waves. And because normally that's what my husband and I, because this cemetery has 3 ponds and they have one big pond in the back with a water fountain in it. And my husband and I go get a cup of Dunkin' and we go back there and we sit and feed the ducks and the fish and the turtles and just sit there because it's so peaceful. Yeah. And then there's a lot of times where he'll be sitting and I'll just disappear and, start, taking big pictures or whatever. So, and that's what happened the other day. He was over on the way on the other side and I was wandering around all of the old headstones and the trees by myself in the shade. And that's where I picked up, the EVP. So we'll have to see. Giselle wants to go to the brothel.
Oh, I would take her if I could. That would be fun.
I agree with her. I bet the
audience some ladies and stir up some spirits. We'll see. Yeah.
So, that's I think the audio. It would be great if you got some really good audio from there.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, I mean, not everybody gets the opportunity to go to a brothel. We don't have anything like that around here.
Yeah, Montana has quite a few because it was big back in the day. Besides gold mining and moonshine and stuff, so brothels.
Right.
There's one lady that it's a restaurant now. It's called Big Dorothy's, but Big Dorothy ran a brothel and she made a lot of money. She did. She was quite the thing in the town. So. Yeah.
There you go. So that's the one you're going to?
No, this is in Butte. So the one here is the restaurant now, but I don't know if it's got any activity in it or not. But it used to be her brothel, and they turned it into a restaurant.
Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to catch something.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody got any questions for us, seeing that we're just sitting here running our yaps?
Yeah. Girly talk. I think it's a good idea, though. I think maybe you should do like a girl night, paranormal girl night.
They would be fun.
Yeah, just get some laid back and just, talk about, the experiences and stuff with ladies and have it really low key and talk about other things. So that would be a good idea, I think, for your show. Just do a paranormal ladies night.
Get a bunch of the gals together. Yeah, and see.
Yeah, there you go.
We hear a few things in editing that we don't hear while investigating. Yeah, that's what it is. I didn't hear anything. Like I
Yeah,
said, it was, and I just happened to catch it because, like, I'm thinking, wait a minute, what is that breathing noise? I'm not doing that. And so that's what I said. I picked up on it because I listened to it the first couple of times, like, oh, it's nothing. And then I
mhm.
listened again and thinking, no, wait a minute, this is odd. There's a weird breathing. So I couldn't understand what that. And that's when I really started just to listen and re-listen. And that's when I picked it up. Do the churches charge money? I'm curious.
I don't believe so. I don't. I think you can visit any church. Um,
Because Claire was saying that we love investigating churches too. We want to go back to the church we done tonight, but in the daytime,
oh,
it was a beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure.
oh,
Yeah, they usually are very beautiful,
I
and they're
don't think
just
they
left
charge
there.
money to go into the church. I think it's just kind of like a sanctuary or whatever. But I don't think it's where you can solicit and stuff. You know.
Right?
And that's what I'm sure they take donations and stuff, just like tidings. But it's hard to say. I haven't really visited churches at night.
Right.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I haven't really explored those before.
Yeah, he
Well, that's
says
not
no.
true. The one in Butte, there was two churches, but they were part of the whole thing, so you could go into them, and I didn't feel like I shouldn't be there. You know.
Yeah. Oh, Pansy says no, not in England. They don't charge.
Oh, good.
So see, I mean, they have so many things that they can investigate, and it's right there at their door. That's the beauty of it. That's why I always wanted to go to the UK because, like I said, the history, the chance to be able to go all those places because they're all so within a couple of hours here or there or whatever.
Yeah.
We have a lot of that certain things here, but you have to get permission, and the majority of the time it's no.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, I think it all has to do with liabilities. If something happens to you and they're afraid of being sued, which I get it. But I mean, if you're willing to sign a waiver saying, well, I'm going to go, I'm worried about myself. Don't worry about it. I still want to be able to go in there. And you have to have permission because otherwise you get in trouble for that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of times where you just can't do any kind of old buildings around here because they don't want to let people in. There's there's a state hospital here that they shut down years ago. And the
Okay.
buildings are also, I'm dying to get in there. And I did hear rumors that there might be opening up and let people in. So I've got to find
Oh,
out because I would love to get, everybody together and run over there. And because it's not too far from my house,
yeah.
to be able to go check it out. Cause I've heard actually somebody did write a book about it. So apparently it does have activity in there. And so I'd like to check it out. You walk through during the night. See, yeah, you could go through all of those places. And like I said, but here we just have to keep your fingers crossed and hope they say yes. So that's why I mostly stick to, if like somebody has a place that we could go to or the cemeteries,
Mm-hmm.
because you could just go in those anytime you want.
Right.
Actually, I would like to do this one that I'm working on at nighttime. I haven't asked permission yet.
Oh.
I don't think my husband's too hepped up on it though. Because I told him, I said, I think I caught something on audio, and he just gives me this look. I go, I know.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't want to hear about it. Hey, Rooster. He says churches around him won't let them do any kind of investigation. See, a lot of them don't. They're worrying about vandals, the same old crap that we all go through. No, you can't go in there.
Makes sense, yeah.
So it's welcome, Haunted Truth. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are all popping in. So, and that's another beauty about the UK, all the old buildings.
Right.
My husband and I were just talking about that yesterday, as a matter of fact. In the United States, it's like the land of, disposal. Oh, well, it's old, knock it down, we'll just build another one. Even if it has
Yeah.
some kind of, history to it.
Yeah, right. Like, hmm
So
or
that's
they
just
don't
the
tear
sad
those
part
down.
about it.
Yeah.
And so that's the kind of thing we have to put up with. Where, you go to, the UK and all of the surrounding areas, it's thousands of years of history in those buildings.
Right.
And I would love that opportunity, but I don't fly. So everybody else is going to have to do it for me, and I'll have to enjoy theirs. It's hot through the yes. There's many old buildings here. I went to a church that was 11th, 12th century the other day. Oh, that is awesome. It is awesome. See that? Yeah, we don't have anything that old, unfortunately. But see, you look out, Carla, because you've got all of that Western history going on.
Yeah, it's really old. It's like before the 1800s to 1900s, and people buried in my cemetery, like some of those gravestones are pre 1800s, and so there's a lot of history to it. They're neat, but I think visiting the castles and some old pubs and stuff would be really cool to see. One day I'm gonna save up and go investigate a castle. That's
There you go.
bucket list. So even if it's just walking in a castle, because I don't know, my Norwegian blood just wants to go over there
And check it all out.
yeah, see some places with.
I know, that's exciting.
Mhm.
I really have, like I said, you guys have heard about the castle I talked about. I tried to go back there the other day
Yeah.
because I wanted to do a whole video thing on that, and somebody bought the property and fenced it all off.
Oh,
So I'm assuming they knocked down the rest of the castle, and you can't even get in the driveway.
really? Hmm.
So I was really disappointed in that.
Yeah, things change. Dang it.
Yeah. Well, somebody rich bought it and they blocked it all off from everybody else. And I'm not going to take the chance of trespassing because who knows what they've got on there. Or you
Right.
pack of wild dogs, and I'll only go so far for a video, but I'm not going.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, not worth it. I would not. I've been bit before, and it's no.
Yeah, it's
No,
not pleasant.
nice. Yeah, I still have like I don't even know what you call it, like a hematoma or whatever. It's still bruised. It still feels hard underneath the skin, and it's been almost a year since.
Yeah, it's scar tissue. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, geez, man, and it didn't break the skin, but she bruised me real bad. It wasn't very nice, that dog. All I was doing was walking away, and she's a cattle dog, so she's used to herding, and she went after me like I was like, excuse me. I'm just.
She was hurting you.
Yeah, she was trying to herd me back, but yeah, it hurt real bad.
Jeez. Yeah, I imagine my husband got bit really bad by a dog, a Belgian police shepherd dog.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was a beast, and this my husband was a kid, and the dog bit him right on the ass cheek.
Oh, geez.
And the hole you could put your finger in the holes.
Yeah, from the fangs.
Of course, he never told his parents. Tried to hide it.
Oh.
His sister found out because he had a towel stuffed in his pajama pants, and then his sister went in the bedroom. What the hell is this? It's a bloody towel, and she called his mother, and he got busted. They had to take him to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I teased him. I said, "You're lucky you got an ass left."
Right. I wonder, did you have stitches and stuff for that?
I don't think they did. I think they just cleaned it up and gave him some antibiotics.
Oh, okay.
And then they just closed up naturally. But yeah, there were some big holes.
Oh man.
Everybody's going to castles. Let's see. Claire says we're trying to get into a castle in Essex for Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween?
So cool.
That's awesome.
You got to keep us updated and let us know if you did.
Right.
That would just be like the ultimate investigation.
Can we go with you, Claire? Take me and Laura.
We'll be there in
We'll bring
spirit.
candy.
Oh, you're having surgery, Rooster? Oh, my goodness. Well, hopefully everything will go well. I'm glad you popped in to say hello. we'll keep you in our prayers and everything works out for you. I know it's actually a friend of mine we just found out he's in the emergency or in the hospital. He wasn't feeling good. Went to the emergency room and they told him, "Oh, you got to have surgery in the morning. Your gallbladder's got to come out."
Oh,
He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
He wasn't having any symptoms prior to that night, and they said, "Oh no, it's got to come out." That's how it happened with me too. I wasn't having any issues, and then I had an ultrasound done for something. They go, "Oh God, your gallbladder has to come out." I'm thinking, "What?"
Yeah, that's common, really. I mean, it happens a lot, unfortunately. It happened to my sister. My sister was pregnant, and they're like, "You need your gallbladder out," but she had to wait till after she had her baby, and then they took it out. But she was afraid of it rupturing while she was pregnant, and I was like, "I hope to God not."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my husband's the same thing. His was on the verge of having that problem.
Oh.
And backing up, and he was in horrific pain. I made him go because he wasn't going to go.
Yeah.
Claire says that they would love to have you go with them. You know, you got to get a save up, Carla, because that's what Karen did. Saved up.
Yeah.
I don't remember how long she said it took her to save it up, but she did, and she paid for it in advance. And now, I mean, about the shows, the trip is amazing. I mean, you heard what she's doing.
Right. Yeah. So it's the cool thing is we got people like Claire in different places. So thank you, Claire. You're so sweet because then it's possible to do these things. Like if I was trying to do it by myself, I'd have no clue. I'd be like, who do I know? How do I do this? Scary foreign places, like usually you go with a tour or travel agent kind of thing.
Yeah, and it stinks when you have to do the tour thing.
Yeah, so that's great because then you just plan on like how much would it cost for going to the place and travel, and so that's possible then. Yeah. So
yeah,
we have to
start until next year.
Start putting money away so I can go
we might be hearing about your trip to England next year. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I wasn't a big chicken to get on a plane, I'd be down for it.
Yeah. I like flying, so.
Everybody says I'd love it once I did it. The point is just to get me on there.
Yeah.
You get me on there, knock me out, wake me up when we land, I'll be good.
Yeah. But you can take some medicine to take the edge off.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'd be a lot of medicine. That's what I always tell everybody. A lot of, I mean, you guys have old native areas, right, possible in and around Arizona. Arizona's loaded with a lot of that stuff. That's great. I have relatives in Arizona, and they were doing paranormal stuff, and oh yeah, they went to all kinds of places. And great EVPs too that he has. So that's the exciting part, really, I think, because it's very rare, when you pick up something visually or on video, but then when you actually have something on audio. Right. And you're actually hearing whoever it is speaking to you, you're like, that's what blows my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially your name.
Yeah, you're like, wow, what is up with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just really, I mean, it would be great to catch something, on video or on a still shot, but to actually to hear it is just freaks you out. Oh, he's having spine surgery. Oh my goodness. Yeah, got to get that fixed. That's important. Oh, see, they were talking about that last night, the Bridgewater Triangle. There is some record that we have native tribes here. There's no way of knowing how far back.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, they were talking about it. I think it was before you joined.
Okay.
Enzo and them and everybody was talking about the Bridgewater Triangle.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I got to look that up as well because I've never really heard that either.
Okay.
But it sounded
Sounds
pretty interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
It sounded pretty good.
Ah.
Oh, Claire wants to know what got both of us into the paranormal. Go ahead, Claire, you first. Or
Oh,
Carla,
Claire.
you first. I'm calling her Claire.
Well, mine was just some of the experiences that I've had, and then I decided to just go into more of the research part of it, and then learning the history of places and uh, why possible, you know, paranormal activity is there and who's still there, and yeah, maybe it's just my side of trying to help people because maybe they don't know they've passed away, or so that's why I started doing it. First, it was just exploring places in my 20s, and then I had experiences, and then it kind of went from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty similar
Mhm.
with me. Start my first experience, 8 years old, in
Yeah.
a castle. That was great. And then little things just built up over the years where certain things would happen to me, and I just wanted to find out the truth of what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how I got into it. And here we are today, still looking for those answers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Always.
20 or so years later.
Yeah, and I'll probably continue until I'm an old lady and I can't do it anymore.
You'd be out there in your little, one of those, they call those electric chairs that go.
Yeah. It'll be a little hard to get around the
Rubber chairs,
cemetery.
or I don't know how they call them. Well, be
Yeah,
out there with those
hover
chairs,
around.
all equipped with lighting and everything. So
There you go. They have some LEDs on it.
see, I'm always thinking ahead, always thinking ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Claire wants to know what your dream location is to investigate.
Okay. Well, mine would be I want to go to the Bron Castle. I've always wanted to go to the Bron Castle. I saw some, when it was TV, it was one of those, I think it was a ghost hunting channel on TV, and it was just, it really intrigued me, like the different parts of the castle and the torture involved. And I remember seeing on the video there was like, they were using a heat infrared, and one of the candelabras showed that it was hot, and like there was candle wax dripping on it, but there was no candles. It was really weird.
Wow.
I don't know if it was real or not, but I was like, oh, that's a place I want to go check out because Dracula's castle. But so it sounds all sexy, but that's my dream
That's
one.
pretty cool.
Yeah, Amy's Crypt has gone to it a few times, I think, at least twice, and they've had some some things happen, like voice recordings, and
Right.
that one's fun to watch of her. So I really want to go and explore it, if anything. So
That would be so
you
cool.
can stay overnight there too. Yeah, I
So
think
that
fun.
that'd be great.
Yeah, that's like right
Because
up
who
my
would want to
alley.
sleep? I wouldn't want to sleep.
Stay the night in the. I would try. I really would. I'd be like, I'm gonna go sleep in this bed in this Dracula castle.
I would want to keep everything running and going. I wouldn't want to miss anything. That's the point. Of course, I'd probably pass out.
Yeah.
I'm always passing out quick. For me, my dream would be I always wanted to go through Buckingham Palace, to be honest.
Oh, that's
everything that's happened there and the history there. I would love to be able to investigate that. Fat chance of that one, but hey, I think it would be really cool. Hi, Parasolo. Welcome.
Aww.
Okay, Giselle. Yeah, I will probably still be on. Who knows? Let's see. Claire says here, we be the same too. Always been interested in the paranormal. The Ouija brothers inspired us to go out there and investigate. I know I love the Ouija brothers. They are so awesome. And it's great that they gave you, the inspiration to go through it and to just find out what's out there. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's great when you have more opportunities. Like I said, if I lived in the UK, I would be out all the time.
Yeah.
Especially
if it was closer, you just had to drive somewhere and then it didn't cost. Because I think the hardest part is like one, if you can get into the places, and then the cost of going. And
Yeah.
I think that holds people back because at least the areas I can investigate are an hour, maybe an hour and a half away. So that's not bad for me.
Right.
But to go fly to places like, there's a Virginia City, I think in Nevada, that Helena's gone to. And when I saw her video, it said Virginia City, and I'm like, oh, you've been here. And it's like, no, there's a Virginia City in Montana and Nevada. And I thought, wow,
Right.
that's neat. That's really neat. So I want to go check that one out too. But, it takes money to go fly there and stay there.
Right.
And yeah, so that.
All right. We have a lot of places here, but it's, a lot of them are occupied by people.
Yeah.
Or like I said, it's insurance things. I could probably, if I push the issue with a lot of them, I could probably get away with it. And the thing is also, again, finding time to get out there and do those things.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do have my freebie time, it's like let's go do this. And we'll go check out that. It's never a scheduled plan
Right.
around here. Someday, who knows? I know I'd love to get into some bigger places, and even just our train station is haunted. But the thing is that it'd have to be like in the wee hours of the morning because of contamination with people.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's always open. There's always people going through, no matter what time, trains or buses they run through that area. It's a historical building. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to get in there and have it quiet is very rare.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got stuff like that. Pennsylvania, I could drive to Pennsylvania. I mean, it's only a couple hours away. But to get into like that, and that's paid stuff.
Right.
And a lot of things that I like around here locally that I've got, it's all outdoor stuff. But again, you have to get permission. Like we've got a Risky Battlefield, which is just a short drive from us. But it was one of the bloodiest battles, in the area.
Okay.
Which I will start posting some of those pictures I
Yeah.
took. But I'd like to sit there right there in the field at nighttime and do video, because the word is that they have soldiers and you can see people walking across the fields at night.
Okay.
But again, I have to get permission so I don't get thrown out or arrested.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah, I don't want to get
Parasola, you see in PA.
Mm.
Yeah, because what's his name? Just Harley, Exploring Harley just came back from Pennsylvania. And actually I'm gonna have him on in a week or two to discuss that, how that trip went and how the adventure went. Because he went to some really good places. So I can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah.
So I love having Harley on. He's so fun. He's very energetic, so smart.
He's very nice. Very nice guy.
Yes, he is. He's a sweetie. So yeah, I can't wait to pick his brain about that Pittsburgh adventure.
Yep.
Let's see, Patty says, we drove 3 hours each way to do an investigation of an abandoned pub. We don't mind the travel. It is worth it.
Yeah.
Trouble is, I can't sit that long. See, it's a screw up when you get older. Disabilities really mess you up, and I'm good for 2 hours. The pain is horrendous.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I try to make it where something is like only like in a 2 hour limit radius around me so that I can withstand it and then get up and walk.
Yeah, it definitely limits you on what you can do.
Yeah. So that's why my investigation days are few and far between, because there's not much I can manage if I have to travel a long ways. Pittsburgh is pretty wild. Yeah, that's what I hear. So I would love to be able. I got to talk my husband into it. Drive. I mean, it's only a couple hours, so if I can put up with it, it might be a longer trip because I'm gonna have to wait until the legs start working well again. But at least get out there and do a little bit of it, and then get back in the truck and come home.
Yeah.
But I love it when if you could get somewhere and really spend a few hours, like when you were doing when you went in the mine there, that just is awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was neat really neat to see what it was like. So it was a good experience.
I'm sure. Well, thanks for popping in, Haunted Truth. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sleep well. I know you guys, it's late over there. I'm terrible. I always forget about the time difference. And I'll be messaging people and I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute, they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Stop doing that, Laura.
Well, we'll get it if they're
Yeah, well,
sleeping.
because I get excited about something, or oh, and let me ask this person. And after I send it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there.
Mhm.
I do that to Karen all the time.
Oh
Poor
yeah,
dear.
she's like way ahead of like our nighttime's like
Well, they're like it's
uh,
16 hours
in the
ahead.
morning.
So yeah.
Yeah, that really throws me off.
So I'll be like messaging her and I forget what time it is here, but then she go, well, it's like 2 o'clock here. I'm like, oh God, I'm so sorry.
Right, yeah. And you're 2 hours ahead of me, so I was like, seven, is it seven my time? Nope, it's
I
seven.
know.
I'm on at 5. Yeah, that's the time
Yeah,
zones.
12:50 a.m. there. Yeah, see, yikes.
Oh, who's at 12:50 a.m.?
Pandy, oh, they're in the UK, so
Oh,
it's
wow.
yeah, it's late, late, late,
Thanks for
late.
staying up late with us, ladies.
We appreciate it. I know maybe I
Yeah.
should just start making it just a little earlier so that everybody can just won't have to stay up so late because I always feel so bad.
Mm,
But they're champions because I know I just the only time I end up staying late, up late is like if I do a show
yeah.
and then me and whoever's on the show, we just start, chatting afterwards. And the next thing I know, it's like, oh God, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
So it's you get lost in the talk. That's pretty much what happens.
mm.
I think we lost Jimmy. I haven't seen him in there.
Yeah, he probably popped off. Maybe he went into Joe's live. Who knows?
That's right.
And
Because yeah, he's
yeah, he might be working on some stuff, working on his documentary. I hope.
yeah, he can get
Yeah.
it finished. Like the first couple of parts were fantastic. I loved it.
Oh my gosh, were they? Yes, they were so good. The first
Did
one
a
just
great,
had me like interested, and then the second I wanted more. I was like, oh come on
yeah.
now. It's like
He's got
your
to finish the
favorite.
rest,
It's like when you're watching your favorite soap or episode or whatever,
right?
and you're like,
And
come
then it
on,
leaves
no,
you,
no,
hanging.
have to wait for next week.
You get
Yeah.
the cliffhanger. You're like, oh, you bastards.
Yes. Yeah, his is that good.
So yeah,
Really
it makes
good.
you want more. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Well, he does a great job with the editing and all this. See, that's my downfall.
Oh yeah, the
My editing is
beginning.
crap.
The beginning was amazing. Like so put together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
is.
my
He's like a
editing
movie.
is so amateur. I'm like just a newbie and I'm not good at the whole I'm good at graphics and art and stuff like that, but when it comes to like that kind of stuff,
The digital
yeah.
editing. Yeah,
Mhm.
I hear you. I'm
Yeah,
watching videos. I'm learning.
I wish I could like create my own music for my own theme song. Like not AI. Like I love the AI that Freedy and Stay Tuned did for me. Did Stay Tuned or Freedy do one for you and your
Yeah,
theme?
Phil helped me with mine.
Nice, yeah. So I've got like
So,
both songs, which are great, but I really want to do like an actual um, song with real instruments and stuff for mine. So, but
so
it's just
yeah,
a
that's
pipe dream.
I was gonna do that with a friend of mine, but a Bill
Yeah.
who was
Oh,
doing the
okay.
chant with me, and he just he's so busy with his stuff and
Yeah.
and family stuff, and he goes, I just can't do the show anymore. I can't dedicate time, and I feel bad. And I go, no, that's okay. I'll just see who else wants to come in and just shoot the shit. And I
Yeah.
get it. You got your own stuff to go on, and of course he wasn't in the paranormal field either.
Oh.
So he was kind of out of the loop.
Hmm.
So, you'd have to explain a lot of things. And I think it just became frustrating to him because he just didn't understand. Even though he has an interest in it and things have happened to him, it was hard for him to follow.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So
You're okay.
it's I get it. You don't fit in. Well, let me turn the fan so I can stop drying myself out. Um when you don't really fit in with the subject matter, you kind of, you're out of the loop.
Yeah.
So I got it. And, I just got to get him to help me with the editing.
Mhm. Yeah. Right. Mine wouldn't
Uh,
even have to be lyrics. It just could be some really good metal music, or something.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he does, a lot of metal stuff. And we work
Yeah.
well, he helped me with the lyrics too with this one.
Oh, cool.
Because I wrote down what I did, and then he changed a couple of it, a little bit of it, and then did some of the music. And then Philip, I was talking with him, and he goes, "Well, send me what you got." And then he played around with it, and what he said, I love what he sent, what he did. I go, "Oh, you nailed it. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to have that edgier music, but I wanted you to be able to hear the words
Yeah.
that went along with the music."
Yeah. It wasn't all drowned out.
Right, because but what I was doing, because I tried it myself, and yeah, it was all just like you could hear the music, but you couldn't make out the words, and that's just not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Then I also wanted to do was, who Vincent Price is, being a horror
Yes.
horse. You got to know who Vincent Price is.
Yes, of course.
What I wanted was to have that type of, when Vincent Price talking the words, the lyrics that I wrote with creepy music.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted, but we couldn't find that. We didn't know how to find that, because I thought that would have been great, because Vincent Price is just the best. And so it would have been kind of like a thriller, when he did the Thriller album with Michael Jackson.
Right.
That's the kind of thing I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And him just speaking the words with the music in the background, I thought they would have been so awesome. But Philip said, he goes, "I can't find it. I can't." And he's like, "Well, who's Vincent Price?" I'm thinking, "Oh man, I'm dating myself."
Everybody should know who he is.
He didn't know. I'm like, "Oh no."
Well, maybe he'll go check him out, because he's a classic horror voice.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, the horror voice. So good.
And that voice is just the best. And
yeah.
I still watch all that stuff, even to this day. It was the other day, the House of Wax.
Oh,
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And it's just, so when you talk to the younger group and they're like, "What the hell is that?" Like,
right.
Oh, okay, I'm old. I'm old. It's okay.
We just
I
know
just
the
think
good
that
stuff.
we just there you go. We know the good stuff. They just got to figure it out. Oh, you have an amazing night too, Rooster, and good luck with your surgery. Claire says, yes, Crow, Wisdom, Sarah too. Yes, all very talented.
Right.
I'm sorry, that thing last night on Karen's where she was talking about the mayonnaise cologne.
Oh, geez. I don't even know what that would smell like. Mayonnaise.
I was still laughing about it today. And my husband goes, "Get out." I go, "No, this guy actually had it made. It's mayonnaise scented cologne." And I said, when he mentioned that, I just bursted out laughing.
Yeah. That's
funny. Come on. I like mayonnaise too, but I don't want to smell like it.
Especially when it gets hot out and you start sweating.
Yeah, you see.
It's just not good.
It doesn't sound pleasant at all.
No.
Everybody's like, "What the hell is that smell?" Oh,
it's
crap.
all like
you're all snuggled up with your significant other. Like, what did you bathe?
I'm hungry.
You smell like spoiled eggs or something.
Oh yeah. That's true, because they use eggs in it. Eggs and
oil.
Yeah. So I can just imagine like it turning all oily when you sweat.
Ew, oh yeah.
So
it's awful.
Okay. Well, that's funny. I missed that part, so I missed that in that conversation.
Oh yeah, what she said was, because we were talking naturally with Crow, we're talking about hot dogs. And
yeah, I came in late and missed a lot of stuff. Dang it!
Apparently there's a famous football player who loves mayonnaise so much that he had this company develop a cologne that smells like mayonnaise, and she was going to buy him a bottle.
Oh my god!
But it was sold out, and I'm thinking, mayonnaise
sold out.
So yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
that's
The
like I said. Why
sellout of
would
the
you?
mayonnaise, cool.
I get it. You like mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise too, but I don't want to smell like
No.
mayonnaise. And then, of course, I didn't take it to the next level, like you just said. What if it gets hot out
Yeah,
and you smell like
yeah.
spoiled
Do you
mayonnaise?
think that would turn you on? Like, no, I don't. I don't think
You
that would
know
be a
what?
turn
There's
on smell. I'd be like, I
a
want
normal person
barbecue.
would think, like, what the hell just died? But, there's always going to be some fruit out there, like, oh, baby, that turns me on.
Right. I'm hungry.
Let's go get a sandwich. Oh,
Right. BLT.
a quick way to a man's heart. Just squeeze a little mayonnaise behind each ear.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's so
jeez.
funny.
Claire says you both never stop an investigation because you felt uncomfortable or too scared to carry on. Not yet. No,
Yeah,
to be honest,
I haven't
not yet.
experienced that either. Yeah.
Welcome, drum blanket.
Drum blanket.
I've never. Whoops, wrong account. Oh, okay.
Drum blanket is Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
That's his other account.
This is Jimmy. Well, stop changing, man. You're confusing us.
Yeah, I haven't really stopped any investigations, which is I did talk in Jimmy's one about the one in the Elkhorn ghost town where I had something growl at me and it wasn't an animal and I left because it scared me and I thought it was a wild animal and went back in
It
there
was
and
a
there was
mistake.
nothing up there. There was nothing up that floor with me and it
Right.
wasn't like you went into any other rooms or anything. It was just a second floor where you could oversee the stage in that
Right.
fraternity hall in the ghost town because it was a giant building and then it had a stage where they did plays and different things and then you go up to the next level and up there's where it growled at me and I got the hell out of there. I was like, what the hell was that? And it did not sound good.
Yeah, I
It
think I would have
sounded
left too.
like very low growl and I left and waited a while and I was like, that was just strange and then went back in and there was nothing up on that floor. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah,
But it
it
was
would
one
have
of those, it was loud enough that it scared me really bad. So it was like, you're not supposed to be up here, lady.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
always
don't know.
trust your
Like,
gut.
yeah. I
It's
want to
okay,
go
Jimmy. We
back
still love
there.
you.
What?
He says, "Forgive me. It was a mistake." I said, "That's okay, Jimmy.
Oh,
We still love you."
mm.
So you plan on going back there? Just
Yeah, because not really to see the buildings, but there's a cemetery above the ghost town that I really want to go check out. And yeah, so it's a really
so
cute
you don't
little
plan on going
cemetery.
back in that building, though, huh?
I could, yeah. I'm not really to go investigate it, but I could go check it out, yeah, for sure. But I really want to see that cemetery. I kind of briefly saw it while I was there, but I want to go take some pictures and kind of read who's on the gravestones and stuff. A lot of them were children, which is really sad. Yeah,
Right.
there was a plague that went through there and killed them. So
I wonder what the growl would be, though. Seeing that a lot of there's mostly
yeah,
children in the cemetery.
right. Yeah, there was adults too, but
It's
it mainly
curious.
hit the children. Yeah, I don't know.
Would have been just like a grumpy spirit.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it was just, I don't need to be in here, lady. But it was broad daylight, and people still live. There's a few little houses and people that still live there in that ghost town. Most of the ghost towns
Right.
have some people living there. Like Virginia City has quite a few in their population, and the younger kids work like the cafe and the pizza place. So it's pretty cute. But I would hate being there in the winter. I would not want to be there in the winter. It'd be so hard driving and getting in and out and having to get
Right.
groceries. And I'm sure they stock up for quite a while, and then don't go anywhere.
Probably.
I hate that isolated feeling. It kind
Hey,
of,
that doesn't bother me.
oh, that's good. But me, like, out in those places, I feel like, I don't know. cut off
I
from the
think that's why
world.
we've
And
always owned a truck, because I know no matter where I go, I can get out because I got a truck.
yeah,
You just slam it in a four-wheel and take off. And so we've always owned either a Jeep or a truck. So it's always been some kind
oh,
of because the roads that we were always known to go down, it really isn't meant for normal driving. So you had to have
yeah,
something that can make it through all of that mess.
yeah. Well,
So
Montana, we get dumped on with snow sometimes that you can't get out of your driveway, even with
right.
a truck. You have to get somebody with a plow to plow out your drive. And
That's why you got to have those snowmobiles. Just
yeah,
have them hooked up and
or
ready
just
to
have a
roll.
plow on your four-wheeler and stuff.
Yeah, that's all.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy was saying we're talking about that spirit. He said the hungry spirit.
Hungry for
Maybe
the
she was wearing that mayonnaise cologne.
the mayonnaise clone.
Good.
Good. Is that what she said, Laura?
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're gonna wear a cologne, at least have it be like maybe chocolate scented or I don't know, something that is a little bit more fragrant than mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Of course, it all depends on who you're dating, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if you get somebody who's into donuts, you have a little donut scented. It's really strange. You're still there. Did we lose?
No, I'm here. I just
Okay.
had a spam call.
Aha. I
Because
get
I'm
those
using
all the
my
time.
phone. I'm using my phone for the
I
live.
get
And
those all the time.
I wish I could just shut them off, but it's a no caller. No caller
Yeah.
ID.
Well, if you block it, then they just call from another number.
Yeah.
I go
Or
through that all
whatever.
day.
It's super annoying.
I'm like, I didn't answer you when the first area code. Why am I going to answer you on the second area
Yeah,
code?
well, this person sucks. Just gonna say, if you're calling me from no caller ID, you suck. Stop
There you
calling.
go.
Don't call me.
She's speaking truth. Don't
I don't
call
like
at all.
I
I
don't
always
like
get hollered at. My ringer's always off.
don't like spam either. Oh, see, well, yeah, I should have done that. I didn't think about that. Next time, see these.
Jimmy,
Oh,
so much gorgeousness on my screen. I don't know how longer I can take it. Oh, it only
he's
gets
so
better from
sweet.
here.
Aw,
Oh, thank you. He's saying both of us are wonderful.
oh, thanks,
He,
Jimmy.
he likes us. He likes us. We like you too.
Laura, you're the sweetest lady. Such
Oh,
a
don't
good
be
friend to
fooled.
have. Oh, I'm serious. I know you said you have your spunk, but for real, you're such a good friend to have. So
Oh,
people
well,
should
I
be grateful
appreciate
for you.
that.
Yeah, I'm very, very
I
blessed.
do my best. I do my best.
You're very kind.
So it's all I can do.
And you
Can't
can
do anything
scrap.
more than that.
You can
It's
scrap
what?
too.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Don't
okay.
flip the switch. That's all. That's
Yeah, well, you got to sometimes.
everybody around me and in my circle knows don't do something to flip the switch, because then all of this turns ugly.
Yeah.
It's a defense mechanism, and I just always tell everybody I'm a Gemini. You never know what you're gonna get, when I
Oh,
wake up. So it's, I am multiple personalities in one. And it's not on the crazy side, but
right.
I always just try to treat people as they the way they want to be treated, Just
Yep.
I expect that in return. Just treat me the same way I'm treating you.
Right.
Hi, Miss Faith. I sent Miss
Oh,
Faith a message today. I printed out. I got to get a proper frame for it, but I did hang it up. I printed out the artwork that she did
of the collage of everybody.
of the
Oh,
collage of everybody. Let's see if I
Faith,
can get
that
it.
was so awesome. Everybody
I
loved that.
I printed
That's
it
cute.
out.
Yeah,
You can see.
I love it.
So it come out. See, it's pretty shitty there, but it come out great, just on a regular
Yeah,
printer. So I
yeah.
want to go out and get a nice, but I wanted to hang it, so I hung it up so it doesn't get ruined. And we go out and get a proper frame for it, and I love it.
Yeah. I told her she should do one of her and the mods. Something like
That would be fun.
something cute, so we know all of our mods, and she could even put something in the middle, like, I don't know, like microphones or, something cutie in the middle of all the group.
Right. Oh, she's saying thank you, Lord. That it come out great, Faith. The color.
Yeah.
Oh, see, the thing was that my dad got a new printer. So I was setting it all up and setting everything up so you could do through Wi-Fi and all that. I go, well, let me check the color side of it. I'm going to print out the poster. And it come out, and my father's like, wow, that is excellent. So I had to tell him the story behind the poster and about the artist. And of course, he didn't recognize me. I'm going, look, do you see anybody you know? And he's like, no. I'm like, Dad, up at the top. Oh, yeah. Yes, we're still here, Giselle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to be able to take it and somewhere like Staples or somewhere where it can actually have like a poster size one.
Yeah.
Print it out,
cool.
in the glossy.
Really cool.
That would be really awesome. Because I just think it's great that we're all in it. And it's actually just an awesome tribute to all of us, Faith, and we really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited for everybody else to get a look at it, because it's in the magazine.
Oh,
it's almost
nice.
done. It's almost done. So
Yay, Faith. See, you got some artwork in the magazine.
That's why I tell everybody, send all in the artwork. Send in all the,
Yeah.
Even if you got like a one-liner joke, send it in. And we'll put it in there.
Jokes. You should have like a little section for that too.
I did this time.
Jokes, like the comics. The comics.
So we gotta get, just get people, ramped up, geared, throw this stuff in.
Cute.
I am proud to say that this time we went from 30 pages to 50 pages.
That's quite a lot.
Because I had a lot of people send stuff in. So
yeah. There you go.
I'm hoping that it'll just keep growing and everybody will keep adding. And
yeah, you're gonna grow too.
Maybe someday we'll actually see it in print, guys. That would be great.
That would be awesome.
I think so too. It's actually the ultimate goal that all of our work will actually make it into actual print, and then it'll be out on the shelves and people can check it out.
Yeah. That, or even just at, conventions or something, be like,
right?
That'd be really big. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be fun. Mm-hmm. I wish they had more of this kind of stuff like here. They don't have that kind of stuff here. Conventions. You always got to travel too far away. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to Las Vegas. I'm not, no way. And that's so they have these things. They're all out in those places. I that's where I don't go. So. Giselle says fanzine. Somebody else said that to me as well. Actually, the one that I go through is Page Turn. And I think I can have it printed out through them as far as, in regular print.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, I don't want to have to charge for it,
Oh.
Where I get an extra charge for doing a print form instead of, I pay for digital. That's no biggie because that was my choice. But at least the digital, I can get it out there and everybody has an opportunity to look at it.
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about having to charge people for it.
Yeah.
Because if I go to the next level up, then I'm going to have to charge for it.
Right. And you have a PayPal. Do you have a PayPal on your YouTube?
Yes, I'm on YouTube now for donations.
Yeah. So that would help too if people wanted to donate, for your work that you do, because you can put back into it what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't beg. If anybody wants to donate, it's on.
That'd be great. Yeah. Help Laura.
And I only did that because somebody had asked me about it. I go, okay, I'll set it up. So yes, on my page there is a link. So if anybody wants to donate, and everything would go back into what I'm doing. It doesn't cost too much what I'm using now, but like I said, Giselle, if I upgrade to the fancier, package that they have, and then have stuff printed out, and then I'm going to have to charge everybody for the magazine. And right now, I just wanted it to be out there so everybody has the opportunity to look at it. I mean, eventually, we're probably going to have to charge. And then, of course, that would all just go back into the efforts of the magazine.
Yeah.
It's very expensive to do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And see, when you do that, then they give you assistants to help you with editing and, and format and all that. And I do
Okay.
all that my own now. So why pay somebody else to do something that I'm doing already? Unless
Yeah.
it gets to the point where it's, way much bigger and it's something that I can't handle on my own, then I might have to go that route. Free is great. I agree. Free is great. And see, that's everybody. First thing out of a lot of people's mouths. Well, you do all this, you put it out there and you could charge for it. Well, I'm charging people for their own stuff. If you really think about it, I'm asking you guys to be a part of it. Add, send your submissions, your artwork, all of your stuff, your ads for your businesses or whatever. It's your information, your submissions, and then I'm going to charge you $10 for a magazine.
Wow.
They just didn't make any sense to me.
Right.
So,
I get that. But,
if I was just putting it all out there on my own, then okay, yeah, that's a lot of time, a lot of work. But I wanted it to be a community thing so that we all can be a part of it and all be proud of what we're doing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that all of us do, each and every one of us, everybody in the chat, you and I do a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't know about.
Yeah.
And we talk about it when we have the lives, but it's in the magazine, it shows.
Yeah. So good, Laura.
So it's written proof that, we all have a stake in the community and with each other. So that's why I think it was a good idea.
Yeah. That's
and
awesome.
Hopefully everybody will continue to help out.
Right. I love all the differences that come together in this community. Everybody does different things. So.
Oh yeah, it's
so
wild.
Good. So good.
It's so the stories that I get, like I said, I've got enough to fill this one, and then we're going to start taking new submissions for the following issue.
Yeah.
So I'll get everybody that has. Once I put this one out, then I start right on October's right after the fact. So that's why this time around, what I did was I think you guys seen it. I did the poll on because I was just picking the mod. I was keeping track of the mods, seeing who was doing a lot of work on a lot of different channels, and that's how I picked it out. But this time I did it as a poll and put some names out there, and some names were nominated. Let the community pick the mod this time.
I think that's great. Yeah, because then they're recognized by the community.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So for October's, the winner of that poll will be the October issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because every month somebody's going to be nominated. So we just I'm going to let the community pick the winner.
Yeah. And they deserve it. They do a lot. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get one of them to come on a live show.
Oh, that would be nice.
They're camera shy. So
yeah. Well, maybe they could just have their little logo up there.
Right. So
maybe see if maybe Candy or Blueberry would.
Shy already. She don't have
they
the
time.
And
they're so sweet.
So I'll keep working on it. I'll find somebody.
Yeah.
Yes, it is accepting. It is an accepting community. I'm going to say to a point. I say that because there's some things, I don't know if you guys all in the chat have noticed. I know it, you must have. There's things that are going on within the community that are pretty ugly. And, I try to stay out of it, but it's hard because it's the community that we're in. Mm-hmm. So you're going to hear stuff and see stuff. And I just want everybody to go back to doing what we're here for and support each other in doing it. And leave the ugliness to all the other people. Because we really do have some great people in this community. And it's just that stuff gets either spoken out of turn or misconstrued or whatever. I don't know. But how did you feel about it, Carla? Do you feel there's been some negative
I think there's
changes?
some miscommunications and misunderstandings, and I think if everybody just talked through it, it'd be a lot better. Just let people do their thing. Stay in your own lane. Be supportive, be positive. That's my advice. Everybody's got their own goals, and if we just help build each other up, it helps everybody in the long run, like the whole community. But
Right. But that's what it
I
is.
haven't seen like a whole lot of stuff, just like, little bits here and there. But I don't like getting involved in it either. I try to stay out of it.
No,
Because
I
I'm just like,
hate
oh,
drama.
horror's just gonna go handle her, her horror shit.
Well, to be honest, there was a point where I was thinking, as I'm watching this all go down, I'm thinking, I don't even want to be involved in any of this. And I
Yeah.
was thinking of just pulling out and saying, no, I don't want
Oh,
it. I don't need the stress. But
yeah.
then I thought,
Don't.
my husband goes, no, you work too hard.
Right.
And
Yeah.
uh,
You've
I
gone
said, well, no,
so
you're right.
far.
I'm just going to stick to what I do.
Yep.
And the people who want to be in with us, then that's it.
Yeah. Just
It's
do
shy
your
away
thing.
from the crazy because
Yeah. I need to take my own advice. I have some stuff outside of the YouTube world and my family life and stuff, and I should just not care about what other people are doing and just focus on me and what makes me happy. And if they don't like it, then that's not their goals and their dreams. So
right.
they can either be supportive and positive, or they can hit the road, because I don't want to deal with it.
Right.
No room for negativity here. Life's
There
too
you
short.
go.
Yeah.
And it's just hopefully it all dies down
Mm.
and goes. I
Yeah.
mean, there's always going to be something. We know that that's the way the human race is, but
Yeah.
I think it's time that we just let it die down and then we can get back to business. That's what we're here.
Right.
We're here for investigations, talking about
Yeah.
investigations,
There's a
talking about,
lot.
all, the paranormal. That's what this is about. It's not the paradrama.
Mm. Yeah, the paradrama. But yeah, there's so much work to do other than that, like, our lives, and then there's, working on our YouTube channel and what we're putting into it, and there's just not really any time for any of that stuff.
And unfortunately, sometimes people get sucked into it. And
Yeah. Well, some people that's what they're good at. But I agree with Claire.
yeah, positive thinking and vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We just, don't want it. Stay outside. Don't want it. So that's what I'm saying. It's great. And I noticed like on Karen's live last night, it was fantastic. We had a great time.
Yeah.
And it had none of this crap was in it. It was just all about what was going on in the paranormal community, or investigations and the stories that are going out. And then there was some UFO stuff that was, because they're concerned about all of this stuff going on. They're showing up more photographs, more videos. So that was really awesome.
Yeah.
So, let's just get back to what we do and what we enjoy, and hopefully everybody will follow suit.
I wish I could remember the name of the troll that was in Karen's live that night that got you and I worked up. Remember, it was Tuna something.
Yeah, it's all I can remember too.
Yeah, but I really want to do T-shirts with that person's at Tuna blah blah, and do a circle no tuna with a can and a little ghosty coming out of it like it stinks.
It's really funny.
You stink. No tuna.
That's right, no tuna.
It's just like horrible. It's horrible, but it's so funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
that is funny. And of course, only the people in the know are going to know what it means.
They're going to be like, "What is Carla talking
no
about?
Tuna,
no, tuna stinks." That was awful.
She was beyond awful.
Yeah, like poor
it was out of nowhere. We're like, what the heck is that?
I'm so glad the mods were on that. Like,
yeah,
what a bunch of garbage. So no tuna here, no drama, no negativity. So.
So yeah. I love troll names. I immediately know when I see it. Because what the hell kind of crap are these? Just weird. It's just weird.
Right? And there was two with the same name with the tuna in it.
Yeah.
So
and they were just trying to promote this other channel. And I think, well, good for her. If you think she's better, then what are you doing in our show?
Right.
Couldn't have been that good because you're over here.
Thanks, Claire. It's just a funny idea. I'm just a goofball when it comes to that stuff.
And I think it's awesome. It would be great, but I don't remember because I was trying to.
I don't remember the name. It was at something blah tuna something.
And I was trying to remember, and the only part I remember was tuna. I don't have no idea who it was.
Tuna 197 or something.
And I don't even remember the
I'll just make it up. I'll just make up
yeah.
the name, you know.
I don't even remember the name of the show that she wanted everybody to go, and
No.
I never heard of them either.
I'll just put the at on the can, like at tuna197, and then put the slash on it and said no. Little ghost coming out of an open can.
Right. That's funny.
Stinky tuna. Don't troll.
Yeah, the trolls. I know. I was just talking. We were talking about that on the last video. It's a troll. I don't get it. What are you getting from it?
I don't
You get
either.
on there, you insult people, and then they block you.
It was random, really random.
It was random.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, I don't even think we were talking of anything like that would trigger something. Like, I can't even remember.
They just popped in there and started bashing Karen.
Yeah.
They bashed me, saying, that the other person's channel was better than mine.
Oh, God.
And I said, well, good. I'm happy for her. I don't know who she is.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet, Laura.
Good for you,
Yeah.
Then why are you in the chat here? This is great.
Yeah, I was getting all fired up.
Why the flip are you hanging out with us? And then they started swearing at Karen, and that's when Karen lost it.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Why hang out with us?
There was things I could have said, but I didn't, because I'm thinking it's not my show.
Yep. I know. I had to like, don't say anything. Be kind.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just let them take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, because there was so many things running through my, because I am quick with response all the time.
Yeah.
Now they were just piled up behind.
It comes with the territory, your channel, so you gotta be aware of it. I've got to probably. I'll have to get some mods when I go live too, because you never know. I mean,
you never know.
Yeah, so.
Have a good time. You gotta do what you're gonna do. But when you start insulting people in the chat and the guests, then you gotta go.
Yeah.
Me, I don't know. Go ahead, say what you want. It bounces off, and they might not like what I got to say back. But,
right.
You open the door.
Yep. I can see that. You
never know what's gonna come out. And everybody, they say, "Well, no, I can't imagine you, saying things like that." That's because I leave the filter on.
Yeah.
But like I said, when I flip the switch, filter's off, and you're all fair game. So you better.
That's why you're a friend everybody should have, Laura.
And I'll do it, because I've done it in defense of you.
Yes, thank you.
That was uncalled for.
And you did it you handled it very well. You did.
Right. I was being very kind because it wasn't my show. But boy, if it was.
Well, that happened yesterday night too, I guess, in Sarah's life. So something I missed, but I caught the end of it. I'm like, oh gosh.
Same person?
Yeah, just give up. Just stop. Same person, sadly, but oh well, what do you do? Like,
not gonna mention the name.
No.
Say a scumbag.
Somebody got a timeout, and they weren't very happy about it. But.
No, stop being a scumbag then. There, see the filter's starting to come off.
Well, it's the truth, There's no reason to be nasty.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's something wrong. Got a few bolts loose or something. Okay, Pandy C, thanks for showing up.
Thank you, Claire. They're so great.
It's just there's no reason for it, and it figures. You know what? And because everybody says they wonder why that person doesn't show up here. I might be mistaken. That person might be blocked from my program.
Okay, well,
I think. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
they're never in the chat, and it's because I'm not going to put up with it.
Right. Yeah. I've been careful about what I wear. Been a little bit more conscious. I have a different top for my lives, so.
See, but that right there,
I changed
because of that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to change that's your persona for your channel.
I know.
And if they're not mature enough to handle seeing a pair of boobs, then Get the hell off.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. You know,
Yes, it just sounds sense. You shouldn't have to, though. That's right.
thank
They're not
you.
mature enough and adult enough to you know,
I think it just
handle it.
made
Then why
me.
watch?
It made me aware and uncomfortable. Like if he did it, like then who knows who else would do it? And then you got to get more the mods involved and stuff. And I don't know. I thought maybe I just changed my top so it's not so revealing. Still the same color, but maybe revamp my. I yeah. I still love my costume and my character. So
If you do, then that's what you go with, and then
yeah.
just block those people.
Yeah, and I did find some other different kind of themed, the same thing that I wear, but different ones at Spirit. So I was like, ooh, that one's pretty. Maybe I'll just change up my costumes a little bit too.
Right.
Yeah. So I
I
found a
mean, it's
really
just like,
nice one.
everybody grew up watching Elvira.
Yes, I love her. But she,
So, and
she
you're
was,
pretty much just a modern day Elvira. So where's the problem there? It's just that he's a dirtbag and,
yeah, thanks, Laura. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
dirtbags being nice.
Mhm. Yeah, but I do love my character. Yeah.
And put it this way, if I was like, well, I can be, but I put the filter on, Angelina would have said, effing dirtbag.
Right. Yeah.
We'll tell her and we'll sick her on him. Get him.
Hmm.
She don't care. I love it. I try not to do that until I was reaching my limit that night.
I know. I noticed. I was like, "What's going on here?" I was so focused
And
on
I'm
what I
like,
was talking about that
okay.
I was like, "Yeah, it blew over my head." I was like,
Yeah.
"What's wrong, Laura?" I noticed.
Yeah, me and then Foxfire noticed it, and that's why all I said
Oh,
was uncalled for, and she
yeah,
said you are 100% right.
yeah. Well, it's nice to have people in your corner when stuff like that
And
happens.
because you haven't had made anybody. If I was a mod, he would have been out of there.
Yeah.
But you haven't
Thanks,
said of any of your
Claire.
mods yet, so that's all I said was uncalled for. Knock it off, pretty much, And you're right. Positive vibes, rise above, and I always try to. But when you've got somebody that's like that, it's very persistent and kept going and kept going. And I'm thinking, come on, man. The joke's funny the first time.
Yeah, yeah,
But now you're being annoying. And I think it's just because he wanted attention.
yep. You nailed it. It's that negative attention there.
And now you say it's happening in other areas. Hi,
Oh,
hi, Jeff. How are you, Jeff? Are you enjoying
oh,
that
hi,
vacation,
Jeff.
sir?
Thanks for coming on. We're just chit chatting.
Just running our mouths.
Yeah, feel free to add in anytime because just open conversation pretty much, huh?
Pretty much. Yeah, if you want to join
That's
us,
great.
Jeff, let me know. I'll send you an invite. I know that you were going on a vacay with the
Ooh,
family.
that's fun.
You didn't swing by and pick Carla and me up, so
I know. And my dad's going to Hawaii, this stinker. He goes like almost every year. He didn't last year, but this year they're going to their favorite. They are going to Kauai. That's where him and my
and when are we
stepmom
getting our
got.
tickets?
They didn't invite me. I'm like, oh, okay, enjoy your anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
he's
got
on vacation.
Yeah, they got married in Hawaii. It was super sweet.
That's
So they're
nice.
kind of, yeah, that's their favorite place to go. I'm excited for them. They need to do that while they can. I would love to go see Hawaii someday, but I'll get
Yeah, I have
there.
an uncle that got married there, and
Yeah.
they go back every now and then. I'm like, hello.
I'd like to just go visit and see the sea turtles and stuff. So.
It's just the whole place is just beautiful.
Yeah, and the waterfalls. I want to go to one of those jungle waterfalls. I think that would be.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, someday, and that's more affordable than trying to go to a castle. I looked at like going to Norway, and it's expensive. I really want to go to Norway and go to see my family's land over there. But holy cow, to fly there and all that, it's outrageous.
Well, don't you have if you book it like a year in advance, don't you get some kind of discounts or something?
I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
You just start digging through and seeing what you could find, or if you booked it like, now for next year or whatever, then
Right. Yeah.
there's got to be a discount. I know, because my old boss used to do that all the time, and they would fly somewhere for like 200 something bucks round trip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they used to find some
Yeah.
really awesome deals. So I mean,
Huh.
you got to look.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that, but that
Jeff said
sounds
he would love to go to
crappy.
Hawaii someday. I think we all have that on our bucket list
Right?
because it's just so beautiful. Of course, I've heard some bad things about Hawaii, but if you stay where you belong, you'll be safe.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
On vacation, I didn't take a vacation yet this year. I'm waiting.
I did in March, and it didn't last long enough.
It never does.
I know. It was 6 days, the rock and roll cruise, and we went to Bahamas and Mexico, and it was so fun. But
So that's all your videos you were
yeah, and it
posting.
flew by, and then when I got back, it was like not even a week back to work, and I was like, I was pouting. I was like, I want to go back on this ship, and I miss the rock and roll every day, and it was great. So
Oh, they're taking the kids to the zoo. Nice.
that's fun,
Nice,
especially
nice.
with the kiddos. Yeah.
We're planning to take ours, but I'm going to wait until pretty much the summer season is over because that's when
Yeah.
all the tourists go home.
Okay.
And then we'll head up the mountain and go to the lake and hang out there. And I'll see, I could get away with doing a week. My husband probably can't, but I can.
Yeah.
Actually, if I didn't have to take care of my parents, I would have been up there all summer.
Oh.
And I would have been doing the shows from the lake house.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get away with that. My friend would have loved it. She hates it when we have to leave. I says, well, I have a house and stuff to take care of.
Yeah.
I said, but if I could, and then, she'll, you just have to move up here. Well, if you give me one of your houses, especially the one that we stay in, you want to give me this ranch house, I'll stay and live here. Hey, right there, you walk out the door, the lake's right there. Who wouldn't want that house?
Oh, how nice. That would be nice.
So it's, but that's not going to happen. So, and then she's older than us. So all I'm thinking is, okay, this is going to last until, someday, God forbid, she passes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure her brother and other family members aren't going to let us keep the house. So I don't want to be stuck moving again. That would really stink.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're waiting until all the sea, because there's lots of tourists and it's just really congested. And we'd rather just go up there and be able to, if we got to go to the store, there's not 40 people in line, and just it's more calmer. It's just better that way. Jeff says, yeah, lake houses are so peaceful. Love going to my aunt's. Yes, they are. It's awesome. I mean, you guys have seen, I've done a couple of shows from there. You just walk out the door and you're on the patio, and there it is. The lake is right there in your face. And I love getting up really early in the morning because that's when you hear the loons. Loons are my favorite. The sound is just so peaceful. And you have each lake has their own set of loons because they're a couple, a mated couple. And so you hear them talking to each other. And then the next thing you know, then the babies start coming around, and it's totally peaceful. We have so much lakes here. Oh yeah, well yeah, same here, Jeff. We have a ton of lakes. We used to stay at one all the time since I was a kid, but we ended up having to change because the people that run the place didn't allow dogs.
Oh.
And I have a German Shepherd now, so I didn't want to leave my German Shepherd home. So where I go now, this other friend, oh no, bring the dog. Oh, good. I mean, she doesn't make any mess or do anything wrong, so why can't she come? But they're saying, people with allergies and this. I said, okay, I get it. I get it. It's not like she don't get all over the furniture. At home she does, but I've got it covered.
Yeah.
One more other places she doesn't. She's just on the floor, so it's. But I get it. And I wasn't going to leave the dog home while I was away on vacation. Everybody goes, "Oh, take her to a kennel." No, 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 no. I don't trust that at all. Giselle says, "I have this dog sitting gig over the summer for a rich guy. Can't complain. It's on a lake and I get to be with my kids. Not great money, but grateful." Oh, that's, hey, why not? So you're
Yeah,
getting like a free vacay to babysit the dog. That's okay.
I think she would make more money doing that if it was a rich person.
Yeah.
Darn it.
He needs to kind of like, up your game, Giselle.
Yeah.
Say, well, no, prices have gone up. The problem is that they're rich for a reason because they're cheap.
I know. Yeah.
My son's girlfriend is a dog groomer, and she's got a lot of customers. She's a mobile dog groomer. So what she does, she goes to your home
Oh, okay.
and grooms your dogs in your own home,
There
so
you
it's
go.
less traumatic for the animal.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got one lady who's got like 5 dogs, and she makes a week's paycheck from that one visit because they're all big
That's
dogs.
awesome. Yeah. Holy cow.
She washes them, they get bathed, they get blown dry, she cuts and trims their hair, their nails, she does, the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, yeah, that's a lot of work, and 5 dogs, yeah, they could pay for it. And they give her even extra just to make sure she shows up.
Oh.
So it's I figured, man, I didn't think dog groomers made so much money, but they do. The downside is you're covered in hair.
You're supposed to get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Wear different clothes and yeah.
Yeah, she wears like a smock it's kind of like hair, it repels hair.
Yeah.
And stuff. But I mean, you're on your feet for all day, but she loves it because she loves the animals.
Aww.
And she keeps trying to talk me into getting another dog here, and I'm like, no. No, my house is not big enough for more than what I have. I have, German Shepherd. We have 2 cats. That's it. I can imagine if I get another German Shepherd, I wouldn't have a house left. And then running back and forth, destroying everything.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. Or, my uncle's got 6. So that's,
Holy cow.
well, he's a breeder.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got my dog
Makes
from.
sense.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, because they only, they're very particular on the bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to make sure it's a pure bloodline. So they have to have more than one female and more than one male from different bloodlines.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tricky. They do a great job. And actually, this is their last litter for a while because they only allow 2 litters per female. And then the female is retired.
Oh, nice.
And it's just, they're spoiled rotten. And they're, my God, it's just.
Yeah. Well, some people overbreed and then it's bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Oh, yeah.
And hard on the dog.
Oh, yes.
They're not made to be like doing that.
Yeah, they're not puppy machines.
Yeah,
so, yeah, they do 2 litters per female and that's it.
Yep. I've seen some, when working at the vet clinic, I saw some stuff where it's like, oh. And then the puppies have, problems. They'll have like hip or degenerative problems because you bred so much that
interbred.
It's not good.
And you can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just let's see the litter that my dog come from, 12 puppies.
Oh my gosh, puppies.
The mother's first litter, and it was 12 puppies.
Wow.
And my aunt and uncle stayed up nights bottle feeding a lot of these puppies because it was too much on the mother. She was just like exhausted, and so they were, they had her feeding them, and they're doing this. It was one hell of a job. And then my aunt goes into they raw feed their dogs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well,
so
that's
she has when you adopt one of the puppies, you get a full binder with all of the information and the benefits of raw feeding and all of the stuff that they did everything organically. So worming the dogs is all done naturally. It's nothing done with chemicals.
Okay.
What made them do it that way is because my uncle had bought a dog from Germany. And you'll pay a lot of money for these dogs. And they were doing what everybody else did, took the dogs to the vets or getting all of the shots and, recommended by the state and this and that. And it ended up giving the dog stomach cancer and the dog died.
Oh.
So after that, he said, I don't think so. So he does what is mandatory by New York, which is rabies and another one. I think it's
Right.
distemper. After that, it's no, everything is all done organic and with natural herbs and foods and all of that. So it's all natural. He has the most beautiful dogs.
What gave the dog stomach cancer? What was it?
It's all the shots. Just
Oh,
you're not getting one shot at a time. They're giving them
right,
cocktails.
3. Yeah, pretty much.
And it's just, and the dog ended up with stomach cancer.
Wow.
And he was
That's
really upset.
interesting.
He went right after the vet. Oh, no. He goes, don't tell me. My dog was fine until I brought him to you and you started pumping his body full of garbage. So now they've been doing this for years now since it happened. And their dogs are just, they've even had other vets say, I've never seen dogs that were so beautiful and so healthy. And it's because of the way they take care of them.
Good.
And the screening process just to get a puppy is very hard.
Yeah.
You have to go through a questionnaire, and she's making sure that all her babies go to good homes.
Oh,
otherwise you don't get one.
Right. Good.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Claire. We loved having you.
Yeah.
I know we're sitting here talking about dogs now, guys.
They're so nice.
Hey, Phil, how's it going? He's poking
Hello.
in. Hey.
Hi. Thanks for joining. We like company.
Oh, yes. Just sitting here listening to us gab about all kinds of garbage. Okay, I ran my mouth enough, Carla. What do you got to run your mouth about?
What do you do to unwind, Laura?
What do I do to unwind?
Let's talk girly stuff. Like, yeah, we got some good stuff out there, but let's just talk. Yeah.
It's
what
music.
is your favorite thing to unwind? Music?
Music.
What kind of music do you like listening to?
All kinds of music, except for gangster rap. I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Usually I turn the music on and I sing.
Yeah.
Nobody's home and the music comes out, and that's pretty much how I can. It's like a cleansing of my spirit.
Yeah.
When I do that, so it's that's what I do. Yeah, to relax.
Did you used to sing?
I say it again.
I'm sorry. Did you used to sing like choir?
I sing. Yeah, I do sing. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh.
It's kind of one of my little secrets.
That's awesome.
I haven't done it in a while because I'm still recovering from the laryngitis that I've had from months ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm having to retrain my voice because I'm not getting the notes like I used to. So it's back to school apparently for me to get it back up to where I was.
Oh.
Metal, yes, I love metal. I love all of it. I love opera and I love bluegrass, and I just from A to Z actually. But gangster rap is, I just think it's degrading towards women, and I just don't get into it.
I agree.
It feels as I need more moisture. Yeah, I get dried out.
Some mayonnaise.
And hey, that's a good idea for that spray. Use it as throat spray.
Oh gosh.
Lubricant.
Who's edible? Edible cologne.
There you go. Oh God, it's still awful. It's still funny.
I know.
Or pudding. Yeah, we could do.
Everybody's on their
anything
pudding
with
kick.
dairy base. Gotta be careful. It's good to.
Must have missed something.
Say that again.
There's something going on with the pudding lately. Somebody asked me in Jimmy's live what my favorite pudding was, and then I think they were talking about pudding in the Discord, and now it's like a big thing. Phil, what's going on with the pudding?
Explain to her.
Yeah.
I know. I know they tease Sarah because she hates white chocolate.
Oh.
And I'm with her on that. It is not white chocolate.
No, it tastes like plastic, kind of, in my opinion.
Nasty. So yeah, it's only
artificial.
Chocolate all the way.
Mm-hmm. I like dark
Giselle
chocolate.
said she was talking about pudding, so I bought some. It
Oh,
was explained to me. Oh,
okay. Now we get it.
it's the he's saying my bad. That was me.
Oh no,
That's
it's
because you're
okay.
fresh. Philip is fresh. So, so what do you do to relax, Miss Carla?
Oh, I like to read. Um, that'll put me to sleep too, relaxing. I like listening to music too. I have a bunch of vinyls that I like to listen to. My favorite's getting up early in the morning and having coffee and doing some drawing. At night to
Nice.
unwind, I usually, take a hot bath and then I'll do some reading and or work on my channel. But I consider that more like work. But I like watching
Right.
funny stuff and my horror stuff. But yeah,
So yeah, I know I used to do a lot of drawing. I haven't done that in a long time.
yeah,
I don't know. I just and reading too. I used to read all the time, but trying to find time to read is just ridiculous.
yeah. Just little bits before bed is good, and you can get in a few chapters. And sometimes you'll get involved in it, and you don't want to put the book down until you're like
Right.
passed out. But yeah, I used to do that a lot. Just read before bed because it helped my mind when I get
Calm
tired.
down.
Yeah,
Right.
because I'm like go 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 all the time.
So I find myself being that way lately, and I don't like it. So yeah. Well, actually, when I get into bed, and I don't want to turn any lights on because it'll disturb my husband. He's got to work
Yeah,
in the morning. So I usually turn my phone on and I'm watching Whose Line It Is It Anyway there.
mm,
That show.
that one's
Of
funny.
course, then I gotta
Yeah,
cover my mouth because I'm always laughing, but that helps me to, like, calm down before I gotta pass out, and I usually fall asleep,
yeah,
watching that, because I think it's good to laugh a little bit before you go to bed. It helps you get rid of all of the garbage that you build up through the day.
right. Funny shows.
And Philip says that Spang's supposed to bring me pudding. I turn to more pudding for wrestling. Now it's a pudding party. Yes, I did it right. Yes, yeah,
Pudding
everybody's
party.
pudding, wrestling and pudding.
Oh,
I used to do that in the day, wasn't it? Was it
yeah,
pudding or
Jello.
Jello?
Yeah, Jello
Yeah.
wrestling or something. Yeah, it was funny to watch. I remember that stuff.
So I forgot there was one show where somebody did something with it was pudding.
Yeah.
I don't remember though. I shoot it was a long time ago. So what kind of music does Carla enjoy?
I like old rock and metal. Old rock and roll. Like,
Sit, you don't span out or
don't
dabble in
stand
any others.
out.
You know,
No, not really. I mean, I really am not into the new stuff on the radio. I don't like the stuff that they play. I'm not really into that stuff. Like, Cardi B and all that. No thanks. I don't
yeah.
listen to Nicki Minaj and all that stuff. Just doesn't do it for me.
But it's just more
Oh,
towards the older styles, which I don't
yeah, I like
blame.
Billy
80s.
Squire and Dokken and things like that. I like the old stuff, Eric Clapton, and yeah,
So yeah, it's similar.
yeah.
Similar to me.
Sometimes country, it depends, but I'm not really into country. Some songs are good, but it's more of a summer thing. I'm kind of seasonal when it comes to stuff that I like, I guess. Yeah, to me,
Put you in the mood.
summer and country kind of mix, but I don't really listen to a whole lot of country music. Yeah, sure.
I'm not listening to older stuff.
Yeah,
It's too twangy, but I like the more
mhm,
modern.
yeah.
Harley saying, "Oh yeah, my kind of music."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's like I'm saying, yeah, from the excuse me, the 80s and 80s back, maybe 90s back, depending on who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The newer stuff is some of it's rough. We all listen to that 1900s music. Oh yes, be into
Right.
that.
The 1900s.
The harpsichord. Love the sound of a harpsichord.
I really like cello. It's so
Excuse me.
yeah. I play violin, but I love the cello.
Yes. Oh
So
yeah,
it
I played
wouldn't be,
violin as a child too.
yeah, it wouldn't be hard to like do the cello. It's just converting. The notes are similar and everything.
Right.
I actually think it would be almost easier, but yeah, I think it's a beautiful sound. Harpsichord is too. Piano.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to play piano.
I have not coordinated that way. Like I can do this, but I can't do
Right.
for some reason, like this hand's like.
I used to play an organ when I was a kid, but yeah,
Oh
I just
yeah,
never converted over to piano. So it's,
yeah.
even though I mean I could probably,
Probably
do it
could learn
now,
it,
but
but
kind of time.
yeah. My
Just
grandma could play.
add
She could.
more, to the pile.
Yeah. She tried
Seems like it was
teaching me. My grandma did, but I wasn't.
right.
I just didn't.
You just not your thing, right?
No. Yeah.
I was like a few years ago, same thing. I was trying, I'm going to teach myself, another language.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I was doing great.
Just starting to learn guitar. I really want to be good at the guitar. My dad's played since I was little, so he's taught me how to play
Oh,
some
and
chords and stuff. But
there you go.
if I just put the time into it, I'm sure I could get it down. It would just take
Right.
learning it like the
I used to play it
violin.
as a kid.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
and then I
that's
stopped.
awesome. Yeah. I
So
know, and
it's,
see, like you don't want to stop when you're younger because you could, you know, like
well,
I
was the
was.
teacher that I had moved away.
Oh, okay.
And then I just never ended up getting another teacher, and it was the end of that. So I was
Oh
like,
no,
okay.
shoot. Yeah, we used to take private lessons for violin, and then I was the lead chair all through high school in orchestra. And
Right.
yeah, then after that, I kind of quit, and I picked it back up when I was in my 30s. Um, but I wish I hadn't have stopped because I was like up at the in the waltz and stuff like that, and really complicated songs, and I got tired of going to the private lessons because it was so boring.
Yeah,
My
that's the thing.
dad
You got to
was
get
really,
past that.
yeah, my dad was like, you need to practice an hour when you get home from school and then you can do your homework.
Right.
And I'm like, but dad, I'm focused on going to college. I want good grades, and my priorities were different. And now I'm just
Right.
kick
Now you
myself
wish,
in
yeah,
the,
you would have stuck with it.
yeah, kick myself
Thanks
in
for
the
joining us,
butt.
Harley.
Yeah.
You're always
Oh,
welcome and always a pleasure, Mr. Harley. Thank you.
good
Thank you, Jeff. You
night.
guys have a great vacation. And I look forward to you
Bye,
being on the
Jeff.
program soon to tell us about your Pennsylvania adventure.
Yeah,
Safe
thank
travels for
you.
you and your family.
Yay,
So, yeah, this is the
vacation.
time to get those vacations in.
No kidding. You do them in the beginning of the year, and then you don't have anything to look forward to. It's like, oh, it's done. Now
Yeah.
I gotta work and save again. But
And
they're
save
good.
again.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. I mean, if you like a lot of people that like all that touristy crap, then hey, do it up all summer. But like
Right.
I said, my husband and I, we like to just, we like it where it's more chill.
Right. Yeah. And you don't have all the people around, and you can actually
Right.
relax. Yeah, I get it.
Get into a restaurant without having to wait, an hour to sit
Mm-hmm.
down and eat. So,
Yeah. Or too much of a crowd. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's just better towards the end of. We always done it towards the end of August.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh,
just
nice.
calmer. Everybody's done their crazy, did their whatever,
Yeah.
and they're out of there. Now it's our turn. That's the way we like it.
Right. Well, August here is like the worst time to go to Yellowstone or Glacier Park. It is
Right.
packed. Like I went August 6th up to Glacier, and it was also like a Canadian holiday, so everybody from Canada came down to Glacier, and there was no campsites, and it was crowded, and oh my gosh. Yeah, it was. I was a little shocked. I was like, oh, well,
Overrun.
now
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
overrun.
Don't go in August because, yeah, Glacier is really packed. A lot of traffic and people going to the different sites, and it was pretty
Is there
busy.
any more word on what's going on in Yellowstone?
Not that I
Because
know of.
everything's been pretty calm since the
Yeah,
last
you mean,
eruption they had going on there.
right? Well, I'm not surprised because they say that the plate's shifting over that hot spot, so it must have just hit something, and yeah,
Wind it up.
I'm
Well,
not
because that kind of like
surprised.
a release valve. So
Yep, yeah. And so, no, nothing new. But they say like Old Faithful isn't as active as it used to be because the plate shifted away from that one, and there's another geyser that's overactive, and so it's pretty interesting that, but it takes a lot of time for the plates to shift, but
to
it's
shift back.
happening.
And
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, and that's scary because you wouldn't have expected it. If you were close, you would have got burned real bad, and
oh yeah.
holy cow!
Oh yeah, because I seen how they showed like the or what is it, the path, the dock or whatever,
Yeah, I went to.
and it all got blown up and
Yep, I went to that glacier 2 years ago with
right.
my family. Yeah, and that was scary, like to see that could happen.
Well, and because I hear a lot of people bitch, and like my mother-in-law was one of them. Oh God, this is going on. I go, no, those pretty much those are just release valves. It's pressure release. I
Yeah.
said, you know what would happen if they actually erupted? We would all be dead.
Oh yeah, right.
I said, because it's it's one of those super volcanoes.
Mhm.
I said, so if they blows up, you might as well forget it. We're all goners.
Yeah.
Start worrying when it doesn't start, releasing the steam. then you gotta
Then you got
okay.
the buildup. Yeah,
Yep.
that would be good.
Then we might have to take that ride to Mars that everybody was talking about yesterday.
How much does that cost?
Get the hell out of here. I don't know why anybody would want to go to Mars, but all right.
I thought Mars was bad, like the windstorms and stuff. But maybe they can make it inhabitable. Who knows?
Well, I think the plan is that's what they're going to do. They're going to put like little modular type things up there for people to exist. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wouldn't want that. Why would you want to live in a glass bubble?
I don't know.
And then always worried about somebody breaking the bubble, and then you get sucked into the vacuum of space. No thanks.
Right.
I'll stay here where we belong. But to each their own,
Mm-hmm.
Some would find that. I mean, it would be a great adventure to travel through space. I've always, I've loved that kind of thing.
Yeah. You like watching those kind of movies, like Star Wars?
Oh, I'm a Trekkie from day one.
Okay.
I was
I
hatched
love-
and raised on Star Trek.
Yeah, I like Star Wars a lot. I'm a Star Wars nerd.
And
Yeah.
it's fantastic. And if you actually think about it, everything that's going on in those movies is now coming to fruition because the communicators, cell phones, the computers and all of this. And actually, I've heard that they're working on transporters, but I think we'll wait until they really perfect that before anybody.
Yeah, right.
Or I think I want to step on that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my head, to materialize backwards. That would be a little horrifying.
Yeah.
Philip says there's no Taco Bell on the ship there. They had no Taco Bell. For nothing, it'll probably, and I made the joke. There's probably a McDonald's, though.
Yeah.
So Crow would be all set. Because McDonald's is usually the first, fast food dump that pops up.
That's true, yeah. But we'd have to send him some care packages of hot dogs and mayonnaise.
Yeah. Here, we're shipping him off to Mars. He don't even know it yet. Sorry, Crow. You're going. Live from Mars. Oh, you're right. He says Dollar General will be the first. You are so right. Oh my God. I shit you not. My mother-in-law knew where every Dollar General was in the state of New York.
Yeah.
And they pop up everywhere. We've got one. When you're going up the mountain, heading up to the North Country, there's like nothing, but there's a Dollar General.
Great.
I was like, for real? So that's why that is freaking funny. But yeah, the Dollar General sign will be, if we have to look through the telescope, I guarantee you we're going to see a Dollar General sign. Oh, I think somebody needs to do that just for a joke.
Great.
That's so funny. Oh God. He says this town has two. One is plenty enough. Oh no, we've got them. They're all over. Like gas stations, they're all over. It just, let's see, 1, two, one, two, three, four. Just in my exact vicinity, there's like 5 of them
Wow.
that I could
Holy cow.
access. Within 15 minutes. One's 5 minutes away, another one's like 10 minutes away, another one's 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're everywhere. And car washes. We are so overwhelmed with car washes. It is
Really?
ridiculous.
Huh.
What happened to the days where everybody washed their own damn car?
Yeah. We don't have any of those. Like, we have car washes, but no Dollar General. We have something called the Dollar Store, but there's only
yeah.
one. There's only one. We don't have. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
we have the
all
dollar
around
stores.
here.
They're called the Dollar
The,
Tree.
the plague. Yeah, the Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
The
the
plague
Dollar
of
Tree.
dollar stores.
No Dollar General. We'll just have to contact the corporate office.
Yeah. Well, and then you go
They
into
need Dollar General out there.
Our dollar store charges you $1.25. It's not
Yeah,
even $1.
they changed it here too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Giselle says, do you have a spirit Halloween?
Do you, Laura? We do. Yep.
Oh, I don't know the name of the Halloween store here, to be honest with you. It probably is Spirit Halloween. It's huge. It's in one of the malls.
Oh, okay.
I don't go to the mall very often because I hate malls. But if I'm looking for something Halloween, then I'll venture that way. But they do the same thing that you do. They set it all up, get ready for the season, and then by the end of November, it's all packed back up and shipped out.
So maybe it is the same then.
Yeah, it's probably the same people.
Sounds like
Philip says people are too lazy to wash their own. Yeah, really. Nor the basic knowledge. I know. Nobody knows how to wash your car.
Basic knowledge.
Just a hot mess. And that's no joke. They're everywhere here. I think every 2 blocks or so there's a car wash. It's insane. Giselle says, I know Carla does. We have one and we love it. It is great. That's where you get all the good Halloween stuff. It really is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't know how you can work in some place like that. It's like, see, I couldn't work in a Halloween store. I can't work in a craft store because I would have no paycheck.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's self-control.
When it comes to that, it's really hard.
Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of stuff there that I want, but I'm not I don't need it right now.
Yeah.
But my discount is awesome, so maybe I'll get it.
So see, there's that temptation.
Yeah. See, I got this yesterday because I got that yesterday on purpose because you can't get them online and they're already sold out.
Oh, so see.
I work the night shift because I wanted the morning to go in and get it. So it's just a water tumbler, but I love it.
It's all right.
Oh, it's
cool.
so pretty. But I was like, I'm getting this because if I don't, I'm going to be pouting because I love it. So,
you have to splurge.
It's fun. So that was the one thing. I was like, okay, I'll go buy that because I know it's going to get sold out. It was really popular.
And the stuff goes and they're probably not going to reorder, right?
Nope. We got what we got with that, and
that's it.
You can't get them online, so it'd be like one of those things if hopefully somebody on eBay was selling theirs or something, but then you're paying more for it, Yeah. But I don't
or you could sell yours for $1,500. Get this one of a kind.
Yeah. No, just wanted to get it because it goes with my horror theme and. It was cool, so yeah, but so that's the one thing, but everything else can wait. It's
hard too because when we used to do a really, really big deal here for Halloween.
Yeah,
my parents would be involved in it, and all us kids, we all did it, and even when we moved to this house, and I'm married, got my own family, we're all doing it. My parents were all doing it. Yeah. We would pretty much enclose our whole front porch.
Nice.
All in black, and we'd have black lights and fog machines, and every year we'd have a different theme.
Yeah.
And my mother made a 7-foot Grim Reaper.
Oh, that's
that we would have in the family cemetery that was our front yard. We had my father made a fence. We had
Yeah.
tombstones, everything. We'd
Neat.
stop cutting the lawn when it got closer to Halloween so that when you put the
Oh.
stones in, it makes the grass come up so
Mhm.
it made it look like it was like a neglected
Creepy.
cemetery.
There you
You know,
go.
the flower pots from your summer flowers, you let them dry out and you keep them in there and you just throw them
Yeah.
on the ground. And
That's great. I love
so we
it.
would have all this stuff going on and flying bats.
Mhm.
And one year we did a mad scientist theme, and
Oh,
we had
that's
an
great.
operating table with a body, and we would use a
Yeah.
spray foam, and that would be the guts coming out of the body. We would paint it
Nice.
all colors. Oh, we had such fun.
That's cool, Laura. I love it. I love
Until yeah,
Halloween
my goal
parties.
was the one time I wanted to actually take that pink insulation foam that they sell at
Mhm.
Lowe's, Home Depot,
Yeah.
and I wanted to carve and make a giant skull. So this one had been done in sections because I wanted it to cover the whole front of the house.
Right. Oh,
And the
okay.
jaw would be the steps. And you would walk up into the jaw, into the mouth through the steps. I was gonna have teeth and everything. It was
Yeah.
and we didn't end up doing it because the year before, the couple of years before that, we were getting robbed. People were stealing the things that we were creating.
Oh no.
They even tried to steal the Grim Reaper, but he was rebarbed into the ground. They couldn't run off with him. But
Yeah, I learned
yeah,
about that. Like you buy those 12-foot skeletons and then somebody's gonna swipe it.
steal it. Right, right.
Yeah,
Well, see,
dang it.
everything we did was all we made it
Yeah.
all.
That's really cool though. I love
And it
that.
was just the best time. And kids were scared to death to come on our porch.
Yeah. See, and
So,
that's
but
what
I wish, yeah, I wish I could have done the skull thing. That
yeah,
I think that it would have ended up in the newspaper or on the news, just
right.
giant red tongue coming out. And you had all the,
That's a cool
you have like
idea.
body parts stuck in between the teeth inside the mouth. And I thought it was so great. We had all kinds of ideas and then we just didn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's what happens when everybody gets old.
That's great though. I love throwing Halloween parties and decorating. I
It's
always
fun.
go with like the gory themed food, and one
Yeah.
year it was zombies, so decorated the yard and like zombie stuff, and then the inside was like apocalypse kind of theme, and then the
Right.
food was all zombie theme, like Jello brains and Jello shots that had like brain in them and stuff. So that was fun. Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah, it's good
My
stuff.
husband thought we were nuts, but we all enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Well, growing up, I always had big Halloween parties with my parents. My dad always went all out, and he did the basement in like a maze that was spooky, so you'd have to get through and it'd scare you through the maze.
Oh,
And
that's
it was always
cool.
different, yeah. And then we stayed up late watching horror movies and had food and stayed up. I remember staying up till like 6 in the morning with my friends, and then we got up at 8. Stayed up till 6 and then woke up at 8. We didn't have any sleep, but we were, yeah, it was so
Young
fun.
and you could get away with that.
Yeah, good memories. And we used to prank each other. So when my girlfriends would fall asleep, whoever fell asleep first, we would prank. So, and it was my best friend. So we like did stuff to her. Like we painted her middle finger a different color and yeah, she passed out on us. So she was fair game. And when she woke up, she
That's
was
right.
pissed. She was so mad.
I used to do stuff like that to my husband.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
We go out drinking or whatever. He'd go to sleep, and then I when he's passed out cold, I actually did this once to him. I painted his toenails this horrible pink color,
I bet he was
and I'm
so
laughing the
happy.
whole time I'm doing it. And he's not waking up.
Uh-oh.
So then in the morning, when he got up and put his feet on the floor to go to work, all I hear was, "What the fuck?"
Way to go, Laura. It comes off. It'll wear off.
I go, "What are you talking about?" "Oh,
Yeah.
you better have nail polish remover." I said, "Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm all out."
My favorite year was when the '96 Scream came out, and my friends and I went to that in the movie theater, and it was really scary. It was really good. And then I threw a Halloween party at my house, and there was one girlfriend that I had. Hey, we're gonna have you dress up like the Scream Killer and hide in the basement, but I'm telling everybody that you can't make the party. So
Right.
nobody knew that she was down there. And then I asked them to go get drinks or whatever out of the laundry room. And she came out of them with a fake knife and like scared the shit out of them. Because they didn't expect an extra person. And yeah,
Right.
they knew she wouldn't be there. And so, yeah. And then when she took the mask off, oh my gosh. It was great. It was a memory I won't forget.
Oh my God, your neighbors are probably thinking, what the hell is going on over there?
Yeah. Oh man, did they scream? They thought she was the real killer or something because that movie was. Yeah, we were freshmen in high school. Yeah,
That's funny. See, I'm
yeah.
not a screamer. I can't scream. It doesn't come out. I never was.
I
So
just
when
sat and watched.
something
It's
would
like you're all
startle
gonna
me,
die,
right, and you're just laughing, you're laughing
Carla.
away, and they're screaming.
Yeah, I'm like,
But yeah, I can never scream.
my
So
best
my
friend was so
reaction to
mad.
that kind of stuff is to swing a fist.
Yeah, she didn't want to talk to me all night. She was so mad at me. She's like, I
Ah,
can't believe you did that with her. Like, I
oh
couldn't
my
help
God.
it. I just
So
saw
yeah, but
the
it was funny. We
opportunity.
all enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Good stuff. Sometimes I miss being in high school. There's so much. Well, I mean,
You got
yeah,
away with
the
stuff back then. You can still do it now.
yeah. There's just the whole feel of it. You know, it was good. But
Of course, nowadays when you do stuff like that, you never know. Somebody call the cops, you get arrested for being a weirdo.
right, or somebody gets punched out.
All right.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, when we were that young, it's not like they just screamed and ran from her, and they didn't have any way to defend themselves. So when you're
Love
an
watching
adult,
those on YouTube, those scary things where the people
mhm.
hide and
Oh yeah, those are fun to
funny as
watch.
hell.
Yeah. Or they just act like they're a statue or something and then they come at
Yeah.
people, Yeah. Good
Well, I seen
jump scares.
what was it? Actually one of the best Halloween things I've ever saw. The movie there, I forget what is it, where the girl comes out of the TV.
Oh, the ring.
The Grudge or whatever
I think
the hell
it's
it
the
is.
ring. The ring.
Okay. Hi Wayne, welcome. And I seen somebody do that for Halloween where they had that set
Oh,
up. And
yeah.
the girl come right out of the television.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
everybody just shit and ran.
yeah,
Yeah, the ring. Yeah, because I never watched the whole movie, so I don't know what it's
the
called.
ring.
But that was
That's,
like one of the best Halloween decorations I ever saw.
yeah.
It's like, and I would love to get, like you said, those 12-foot skeletons. That'd be awesome. But
Yeah.
I'm not paying that kind of money.
And then you could dress them up all year for whatever and
Yeah.
name the guy.
We have a
Yeah.
house that's over towards the rich section where they
Oh.
have the huge, I think they have two of the 12-foot skeletons. They've got the dinosaurs and a
Oh.
couple other the big ones. It's all over their lawn. And then they have smaller skeletons climbing the front of their house. They do
Okay.
this
That's
every
cool.
year.
Yeah.
Actually, this year I'm going to see if I can get pictures of it and I'll have to post them.
Okay.
It costs a fortune, but it looks awesome.
Right.
I have a feeling there is going to be a Joe wave. Oh, okay. Oh, is his show over with already?
Does his movie end? Oh. Yeah, we didn't quite realize that
I
he
did.
had that
Yeah,
going on. It's
we
okay.
didn't know until it
We
was
weren't
too
trying to
late.
steal the thunder. We were just girly talking.
That's
Nothing important.
all.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's oh, Phillips, our face back. There's Faith.
Hey,
Yeah,
Faith.
it's probably what it is. Like I said, I didn't even know until late that he was
That's
going
okay.
live. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
oh
sure you don't
no.
mind. Yeah.
So we'll just have to rewatch it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, yeah, who knows? Maybe some people show up here and
Yeah. Oh, I'm
and
definitely
hang
gonna
out.
go. I'm definitely gonna go watch his video. It's the Monroe House, I think.
Yeah, I wanted to see that too. So yeah, no, not for nothing. I
It'll
talked to
be
him earlier
good.
today too.
Yeah.
He should have gave me the heads up. Then I wouldn't have scheduled us for today. I would have did it another day. Faith, she's been folding laundry. Good. And when you're done, you can come do mine.
I like
Because it's
folding
normally
laundry.
the stuff I got to do after the show when I get done sending out messages and all of that. Then I
Yeah.
got to go in and clean up my kitchen because everybody's eaten and left the dirty mess for me to pick up.
Yep. Yeah.
Hi,
Sounds
Julie.
right.
Welcome.
Hi, Julie.
And I'm like, hello, or, is there anybody else here that can clean up the freaking mess?
Nope.
Nope. Wait for me. All right, I
She'll
got
do
nothing else
it.
to do.
Yeah. Aw.
So they all sit around and wait for me. Gotta love it.
Oh, everything would go.
Excuse me.
Everything would be a mess without ya.
That ain't a lie either.
Yeah.
And I don't say that, think that I'm something great, but they don't let the dog out. Nobody does the dishes. All this stuff is just left from where they finished eating.
Yeah.
And then if it's, like I said, recycling night or garbage night, then when I'm done, I got to do that
Oh,
and get that ready for them to take out in the morning.
yeah. There's always a lot of stuff to do.
I told him, I said, if I wasn't here, you guys would be living in a big shithole.
That's true. Well, thank God they have you, Laura.
I says, because you guys are just a bunch of slobs. I don't know. What happens? And maybe the guys in the chat can let me know. What happens to guys after they get married? Because my husband, when I met him, he had like the cleanest room. He was very neat, very organized. We got married and he just turned into big old slobbo.
Oh,
Let's see. Is there an Army underrated horror film you would recommend? That would be for Miss Carla, that question.
an underrated horror film.
Is there an Amy underrated
any.
horror films?
Any
Maybe any.
underrated.
All right. That you would recommend?
Underrated, I would say. I really like the St. Francisville Project. It's kind of like the paranormal investigation, but it's not real, but it's fun to watch. Like the ending really kind of scares you. I don't know if you've seen that one. It kind of reminds me of the Blair Witch Project, but the filming and stuff is the same. But they go to a plantation home, and I would love to go investigate one of the plantation homes over there, and if one's said to be active. Those scare me, so I think that, yeah, I'd go investigate one of those just because that's the only one that I can really think of.
Yeah, he says he's not seen it.
Yeah, that one I think you could probably find. I don't know. You might have to search. I don't know if the Tubi app would have it or something, but I'm sure you could find it. I used to rent it from the movie store and keep it and watch it, and then it'd scare me. So because of that movie, I didn't like mirrors. You
Really?
have to, yeah, at the end of the movie, if you clip it and pause it through just right when the lady's talking, you'll see something in the mirror, and that's what scared the shit out of me in that movie. Yeah, and it's crazy because I don't know. I think they meant to film it that way, but I don't think it's real. But it's still scary. It's still scary. You have to pause through while she's, pause play, like you do slow mo. You'll see
Right.
in the mirror what I'm talking about. It's scary.
It sounds like they did that on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're just watching through it, it goes so quick that you don't really notice. You have to really pay attention.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's a good underrated movie, I would say.
Yeah, I don't watch that many horror movies because they make me angry, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Always because of the fact that I know maybe it's overanalyzing. I don't know, but if you hear something freaky going on in your basement and you have no electricity and only some Kmart flashlight, are you going down there to find out what it is? No.
No.
Or if the girl's running through the woods, why do they always run towards the woods instead of down the road where maybe they might meet up with a car?
Mm-hmm.
But, and the girl's incident, she's going to fall down because they always fall down.
Yeah.
And, they'll either get hit by the car or the bad guy gets them. Yeah. And I it just annoys me.
Well, the one thing that annoys me the most is when you finally kill the killer, right? And then you hang around. Why are you hanging around?
Yeah.
Obviously, he's going to come up and kill you again. It happens every time in these movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, don't hang around. Get the hell out of there. You knocked him out. Run. Maybe
Wayne
he's
said
not
he'd hide
dead.
behind the missus.
Yeah, this is
Here, take her.
great,
Take
Wayne.
her.
Sacrifice.
It's funny. I had a girlfriend that used to do that. She made her husband sleep on the side of the bed that was by the door.
Yeah.
So if the bad guys break in, they'll get him first. It gives her time to get away.
Protect me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really
well,
nice.
I get
But
it.
I just, yeah, you get annoyed. It just once I'd
Right.
like to see the girl or, the gang turn around and turn the tide on the bad guy,
Yeah.
Or how many times can you kill, what the hell's his name? Jason?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean, come on. So it's, yeah. Giselle, she loves Vincent Price movies.
Yeah.
Yes, he
me
is
too.
awesome.
One of my favorites is like the Scooby-Doo 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Because he plays the voice. And I've always loved Scooby-Doo, but
Right.
that was a good one. And Vincent Price is in it, and it's just classic cartoon. So, Scooby-Doo. He was the original debunker.
Oh, yeah. It was my son's favorite all the time. Actually, that's his ringtone, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vincent Price, I always like, I think I enjoy all of the older horror movies more than the what they have out today, because there might not have been a lot of gore and blood and all of that, but
Right.
they did it in a way that you knew what was going on and you didn't have to see it.
Yeah.
So I think it made your imagination work more for that satisfaction in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And imagination's worse than what you're going to see.
Right.
So I think that's part of, I think, why I like the older ones better.
Yeah, sometimes it is just too much gore. Like they do that on purpose to make it.
It's overkill.
Yeah, but yeah, I like a good storyline in it, along with the scary, and it doesn't have to be. It could be a good kill and not be all. You don't have to show like everything.
Right. See, like Wayne said, it had more suspense, more theatrical
Yeah.
drama. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to relay. Yeah, I think that's why I enjoy them better.
Yeah.
The other stuff,
like,
they're gonna kill him again. Oh, they're cutting him in half. It's.
I like the intellectual ones too, like Silence of the Lambs a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's really good.
So yeah, because you knew what he did,
Mm-hmm.
what he was about, what they were looking for, but like I said, it wasn't right there in your face.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there, you're shitting your pants. Oh my God, I wouldn't get that close to him, or this. It played with your psyche.
Yeah.
Hi, Jonathan. Welcome.
Just a different feel to the horror part.
So I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
And I even watch the older, the funnier ones. They're oh goodness, his name is in it. Arsenic and Old Lace. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
I have not. Now I got
that is funny and creepy at the same time.
Yeah.
It's got what the heck is his name? Shit. I know you guys probably know. Wayne, maybe you know. Or any of the older gang that's in here, they would know.
Shoot, I haven't
Cary Grant.
Okay.
Cary Grant is in it, and I didn't know he was that funny. But it's yeah, it's an older one, and it's freaking yeah, Julie got it. Yeah, you got me, girl. It's Cary Grant, and I just died laughing, but it still had the creep factor to it.
Yeah.
And so it's a fun horror type movie. It was based on a true crime. Really? I didn't know that.
Oh. That's awesome.
It's scary shit then.
Yeah, right?
I'm not going to spoil it for you, Carla. You got to go watch it.
I will. I love watching new stuff, so.
So yeah, if you like the older stuff and you want, because if I say anything, it's going to ruin it for you.
Okay.
It's Arsenic and Old Lace, I believe is how it, or the other way around, but I think it's what it is.
Sounds like a murder mystery almost. Arsenic and Old Lace.
He's got North by Northwest. So I don't know. I've never seen that. Or no, no. No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Mm-mm.
That blows my mind, Giselle, that it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes it even creepier. that was based on it. But yeah, whoever thought, I didn't know that Cary Grant was so funny. And I find myself now that I'm older, I'm watching older movies more than I did when I was younger. And I enjoyed them when I was younger because I was always a fan of like, Jerry Lewis and
Right.
That's the other one. The guy that played golf. My God, I'm brain dead tonight. Shit, I can't think of his name. But all the guys, the days gone by, that all the old funny ones, even though that it was so low budget, or at those times they weren't low budget, but it just seemed to be funnier.
I think when you're little, you don't really connect with it until you're older, and then you can you relate, kind of like the maturity of it and stuff. Like Jerry Lewis is really funny. Yeah.
Jeez, I love Jerry Lewis stuff. Danny Kaye, love Danny Kaye movies. That guy was just a riot. So, and any of you young people out there, want to look at some funny stuff, you check out Danny Kaye movies. He was one talented guy. But see, that's the thing is, all of the old stuff is lost to the newer generations.
Yeah.
Unless, they've had it in their house and then they've seen it. I grew up with a lot of this stuff and I always loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up watching scary movies and horror stuff. Probably way too young, but
my mother watched all that stuff too. She loved it.
Yeah,
my sister is more
and
towards the horror end.
Yeah. We watched Creep Show and Tales from the Crypt and Tales from
I loved that. That was fun.
Yeah.
You're right, Wayne. Danny Kaye, he was a true talent.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jonathan's got to say? Content that actually makes you think is not a bad thing. If we don't use it, we lose. You're right. And that's what it is. True. Older stuff makes you think. Instead of it being right in front of your face,
Yeah.
Gaslight was good too. Not funny, but creepy. 1940s.
I didn't watch Gaslight. Oh, okay.
See, we're going to have to just make up a list.
Yep.
Wayne's got on here. The Court Jester, Inspector General were my favorites. Mine too. Mine too.
Huh. It makes me almost want to do a horror club. Like, how you have a book club?
Right.
Have one, hey, we're going to watch this horror movie and then we're going to review it and everybody should chat about it.
Good idea. Why not?
Fun. Yeah. We should do that.
You should do that. So like one night a week, we all get together.
Yeah. The horror movie club. That's cool.
But Giselle's never seen the Court Jester. Those are funny. Freaking hysterical. And then the Inspector General. I have both of those movies. And then if you ever want to see anything more serious that had to do with Danny Kaye, The Five Pennies was a good one. Which is it just shows a whole nother side of the guy's talent. He was amazing. Okay. So yeah, everybody's getting us. So we got people here that are recognizing what we're talking about. But yeah, so it's funny because I went more towards the older genre where my sister is like you. She was with my mother watching all of that gory stuff. She loves it.
Yeah.
It's just, and I have a cousin who loves all of the really, like the Saw movies and all of that.
Oh.
And no, that's too much. That's way too much for me.
Yeah.
Hi, Caroline. And she's saying it's a great idea. I think it is a great idea too. That you do that, put out, post, okay, this is the movie of the week or whatever. And
yep. And here's how you can find it for free or whatever.
Right. And then we'll all just, get together.
Yeah. And then, hey, after you watch it, let's talk. That'd be cool. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Either you're going to love it or you hate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's rate this.
Pretty
5
much.
stars, 4 stars, 1 star.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it'd be
that'd
awesome.
cool. Mm-hmm.
And it would get some of us away from, sitting in front of the computer for hours.
Yeah,
A little downtime.
right. Give you something to do. I love binge watching horror movies though when I can. I thought about like getting a flat screen in my room in my bedroom and watch it. So I
Right.
had it in bed and I could fall asleep watching horror movies. I don't have
Yeah,
any
that,
TV in my room because I think that electronics take away from your sleep sometimes.
oh, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a big TV in our room and it hasn't been on, and I think,
But then again, some people can fall asleep to it really easy. I don't know, there's a study that says that you don't have a very good deep sleep if you have the electronics on. But then
oh,
again, some people might fall asleep really easy to it. I don't know. But I don't,
and
usually my room's
Jonathan's
like,
nailed it. Yeah, no, my husband plays video games on that
oh,
television.
okay. Yeah,
I
my
haven't
room's
watched movies
usually,
on it in years.
I have to have background noise. It has to be cold in my room. It has to be dark, really dark,
Yeah.
pitch black. I usually have a fan going or my AC, and yeah, no,
Now,
no.
see, I can't have it dark anymore because I can't see as it is, and I'm not tripping over the
Oh,
dog.
yeah,
She's right there. I know, and I'm going to step on her or break a leg or something. So I have to keep some kind of a light on. And Jonathan, you nailed it. Soylent Green, awesome movie.
hmm.
You never seen that one
Okay.
either?
I have not. No.
Add it to your list.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
All been
awesome
ruined.
movie. It's really, well, I wouldn't consider it a horror movie, but it's to be honest with you, it would be something that could probably happen.
Oh, okay.
That's as far as I'm going to go with it because then it'll
Okay.
ruin it.
Very good.
But definitely a watch. Soylent
Okay.
Green, and that I forgot who's Phillips wants to bring pudding. We have to bring pudding too to review
Okay.
review
There we go.
movies. Pudding, wrestling, and movie review. Oh, Charlton Heston is the Soylent Green.
Okay. Oh.
Nightmare futuristic fantasy about controlling power of the big corporations. Yes, you're right. That's exactly, there you go.
Oh, okay.
They can tell you what it's about, but you're going to, yeah. Surprise.
Sounds interesting. Yeah. Now I
Yeah,
got
it's a
new
good one.
things to watch. Yay.
We're giving her a list.
Yeah. Kind of like when I was doing the review with Crow and he mentioned Witchboard, and I went and watched that one because I'd never watched that one before. But yeah,
Right.
I like watching new ones. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably like the rest of us. A lot of us get into where he said, thanks, Google. Well, because I didn't know how to describe it without giving anything away. So that's a perfect description. Because my father's got that movie. I watched that movie since I was a kid. That's Soylent Green. It's really good. Now I forgot where we were going with this. Oh, we get locked into things that we like to watch so that we don't stray too far from that, and because how many times I've seen, God knows, certain movies hundreds of times. My husband always breaks my balls. Well, you only seen it 400 times. Well,
because they're
but I really like it.
Or go-tos. Yeah.
Right. Another underrated, and of course at the time I don't know if it was considered a B movie or not, but People Under the Stairs. Have you ever seen that?
Yep, that's a good one. Yeah.
That is a good one.
I think it's underrated. Yep.
Yeah.
Very underrated movie.
Because it freaked me out when I first come out. And I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think that's what it is. The things that actually really can happen are the scariest. Like stuff like that, like somebody hoarding children and hiding them in the house, and and stuff like that. That's more, reality's more scary than made up crap.
Right.
Because you're expecting it, I think, maybe. I don't know. Say, all right, Julie agrees. Yeah, because it's just, okay, yeah, here comes Jason. Who's he going to stab this week? So you're already expecting it.
This week.
It's
Who's
the
not gonna make it?
unknown. Right. Well, she's a goner because she already fell down 3 times.
Right.
So it's just too many. You already know what's going on. So when the older ones, you're looking at it, you're not expecting it, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't expect that. Or
Yeah.
split second with a Rector. Is it supposed to be Howard? It might be. It's a great underrated movie. I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
So that's another one to the list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a ton that we've missed because either it's just not your thing at the time, or like I said, a lot of the people miss the older ones that I grew up watching
Yeah.
because it's who wants to watch Vincent Price or Bela Lugosi or oh, it was done back in the old days. They didn't know what they were doing. All the new people learned from those people,
Right. They were good at what they were doing.
and they did it all without the new crap that we've got nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Talent.
So, yep. Oh, I said it's like Predator 2. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right on. Yeah. I've seen that one. So okay.
Giselle said, "Yeah, my mom taught me all about it." Yeah, we have appreciated the older style because that's what our parents watched. So you can say, "Oh, it was lame because it doesn't have all the special effects," but I think it makes you appreciate it a little bit more because they accomplished what they're doing now with computers. They did it right there.
Right.
So I think it just makes you appreciate it more. Or I could be crazy. You could tell me to shut up. I don't.
Oh no. Kind of like Star Wars and stuff. Those special effects.
Yep.
Yeah. Way back
And
then.
the new ones are nice, but you know what? I'm still
Yeah,
partial to
but the
the
old ones,
originals.
like, yeah, they put a lot of work into those. It should be appreciated.
So, because it was hard to make that stuff look real.
Yeah.
And look what they had to, work with, duct tape and garbage bags. This is
Right. Even the sound effects and stuff.
See, he stars in the original film The Hitcher. Oh, okay, yeah, I know The Hitcher.
I've watched that one, yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool. I know. I figured, is there any questions you want to ask us, guys, before we wrap it up? I don't know when Carla's got to go to work.
Oh, I don't work tonight night. I already
Oh, you
worked.
don't work? Okay, so I didn't want to keep you up.
Oh, no, we're doing good though, yeah. No, I already did my time at the Halloween store, darn it.
All right, I just didn't want to keep you up later than me.
Yeah.
I don't have a time limit, so.
Oh, okay. No, you're great. No, but we could wrap it up and kind of unwind, and
Watch some of those movies that are on the list.
Yeah, Sunday's a good day to chill before the work week.
Right.
Yeah. At the cemetery, yeah.
So yeah, you got to be there in the morning?
Yep. I usually get up at 5:30 and then get over there a little early because I'm training to take over, and this last week my boss had some heart issues. And I was
boy.
Like, you can't check out. You can't leave me at.
It's not time, no.
Yeah, I have like one guy that can dig a grave really well in the cemetery, but I can use the backhoe and dig, but I'm not quite comfortable that level yet to dig a grave because you have to be in between some of the headstones and stuff. And
okay.
Yeah, so anyway, I have one guy that if I really needed to could come in and dig a grave, but I still have a lot to learn and stuff from my boss before he retires. But then he had heart issues and he went up to the ER and then he got rushed. My light went out again. My light likes to go out, but had to go.
Special effects.
2 hours and heart surgery. And I was like, oh my gosh,
jeez.
Yeah, so I took over running the cemetery, like legit took over last week.
Okay.
So when he comes back tomorrow, I'm hoping he takes it easy, but I gotta talk to him and be like, hey, maybe you should just mow grass. Take it easy. Just be there to
Tell
guide
him to
me.
sit in the golf cart
I
and
love
follow
you and
you
I don't want you
around.
to die. Just, I think the extra
I'm
stress and
sure they're
stuff.
going to have him on probably a limited,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
limited work.
you
So,
know,
oops, we lost her. She got the boot, guys. There she is.
that's okay. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
he's at the point where, he needs to kind of, and I'm
So,
ready.
yeah.
I just need a little bit more time.
I
Yeah.
think you're going to do just fine.
Thank you. Yeah, we handled it
Just
really
fine.
well. My crew did really good. I think he'll be happy when he sees it on Monday.
Right.
They did a good job. There was a lot that
So,
we
yeah.
did.
Just tell him,
Yeah.
stay in the golf cart. Just follow me around.
Yeah. Well, he loves mowing, so he can go mow grass. He just
There you
rides
go.
around on it and
And there you
listens
go.
to music, and yeah, he calls it his therapy, so like, yeah, but I can handle all the
Well,
office
there you
stuff.
go. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how it is when they get older and they don't want to listen because the mind is still young, but the body's saying
Right.
no, no.
Yeah, just wait till we're that age, and my mind's like, oh, I feel I'm 20, and your body's like,
Oh, I
nope,
do that now.
no, you can't do that anymore.
You're like, yeah, I'm like 20 years old. I can do that. I can climb up on the roof, and my body's like, what?
Right?
What are you talking
Oh,
about, lady? You
no, you
crazy?
can't.
I could pick this up because I was
Yep.
I was coming from a workhorse. I was always
Yep.
doing well because I didn't have, it was me and my sister. There's no boys. So, my father was always in construction or doing something, and we had to help him carry this stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just used to hard work. And now I'm
Oh,
getting older and my body's
that
like,
is hard work. Yep.
the body's saying, not no more. So, and I do it and I pay for it.
Yeah.
It's my own fault.
It wears your
So
body out.
kitty party for me.
Oh no, it does wear your body down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You're
you
used to
go.
doing that kind of work and, working on cars. I used to, crawl under there. I didn't care. It was
Yeah. Right.
just something we did. And it's now, yeah, I get down and try to do that. I won't get back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be saying, hey, gotta help me get out. Oh, thank God I got a son. He could do all that stuff now.
Yeah.
Let him take over. Okay, guys, seeing that you guys haven't popped out any questions, we are just going to say thank you for joining us. I hope you guys had a great time just
I
sitting
did.
here with the chit chat.
Thanks, Laura. It was fun.
I want to thank you for joining me, and you can join me anytime. It could be a regular thing if you want. Just let me know.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just swap it up or go solo. It all depends
Okay.
on what's
Well,
going
I would love
on.
to. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So
You're
I'm
great.
glad. And it was just time for us to kick back and
Mhm.
do what we got to do. You have a
Yeah.
great night too, Giselle. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to next time. Thank you for joining us on the Raw Side.